No points for guessing that I'm about to go grab some tea. Oh my god, I don't sound good. I don't sound like me at all. No! I feel like my eyes are good. Heavens above. Don't ever catch no freshers flu. You know what sucks? I didn't even catch it when I went to university. It's only now I've got it. Let's use open. What happened? What the hell? Oh! Nom nom nom. Shit. Let's fucking go. In the meantime, say goodbye to our special guest.
Power on.
Oh yeah. Damn, the game's actually taking a minute. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I do have to change that. The position of the game capture is off. Here we are. I noticed that in my Sonic video. It didn't matter too much in Sonic, thank God. But in this game, I'm like, I don't want that. Well, that's loading. Hi! What am I doing? I'm changing this. To this. Yeah. Here we are. Hi! We're gaming. We are going to get rid of all of these. We don't want them. I've given them up for one reason or another. We're starting fresh. I've read more about the traits. It turns out, that the traits are different to how they read. They read one way, but they affect slightly different things. Did I crash the game? No! No, I crashed the game! No, that happens to me a lot in my personal life as well if I delete a save. I have a save where I put all the, like, sandbox settings. Like, I think I've called it, like, balls to the wall world. And all the settings are up dummy high. Yeah, I've got some notes I'm gonna review about the... What's it called? Yes, the traits you can give yourself. Yeah, I don't know why the hell I scheduled that, but I scheduled it when I didn't have Illness. And I was like considering canceling today. Like yesterday I asked my brother, I was like, should I stream Zomboid? And then I was like, maybe I'll move it to later. And then I woke up feeling optimistic today, but I've spent the whole day getting that crushed from me. I walk the dog, and I'm walking the dog, and I'm like, this is the worst time of my life walking you today, my friend. Welcome to Build 41. I'm gonna try to delete this one more time. Okay, cool. Survivor. We're gonna always start in Riverside. Okay. I normally like Fire Officer for the extra fitness and sprinting. But let me read my notes. Got notes. Ah! OBS is missing. There we are. Okay. I'm out of it today. What's that? Actually, no, it's okay. If I can pick up my phone for my notes. I've understood it. There's a difference between strength and fitness that I have to consider. By the way, mods, streaming now. Let me look at my notes. I'm taking this shit so fucking seriously. I've been playing, I'm willing to admit my wrong. I've been playing like I'm stupid. And I have been. I've been doing some stupid bitch things. I've been doing them very, very badly and wrongly. I've been blind to the error of my ways. And how stretched out the scrunchie I'm using is. Oh my god. Alright, hair tied up. Yeah, I've been I have fun to a certain point, and then I get pissed off. I don't want to rate the app I'm using to take notes. And I want to continue to have fun in a long way. Let's see. Let's see. Which one? Strength. And this is fitness. Let me see. Find in page. God, how do I use this app? Oh, there it is. Find. Fitness. I'm not necessarily stressed, but I'm gonna do good shit. Okay, fitness, I think, levels slowly. Okay, strength doesn't give as many bonuses as fitness. Okay. The build plan is... So, here's the problem. I had a misunderstanding of what a lot of these did. Based on their descriptions in-game. Their descriptions in-game are a little incomplete. And I didn't understand the full ramifications of some of the things I was selecting. Which was bad and wrong of me. So... The build plan is I want to survive as long as possible. So I'm going to okay, fire officer adds a fitness and a sprinting and a strength. Hello. Strength and fitness is good. Now the other one I would go for would be burglar, which is light-footed, nimble, and sneaking. That lets you go past. Because what I've learned... Here's the thing. I've learned... I'm yelling. I'm sorry I'm yelling at you so much. I don't know why I'm yelling at you. I just closed OBS. Well, I didn't close it. I minimized it. I like to look. My options are my usual fire officer, followed by burglar or security guard. And veteran, whatever it is. I can't read it. There we are. So, I think I'll do veteran if I die. Yes, I want more things to kill with. So, fire officer I think is good to last. I think realistically, we're between security guard and burglar. What is the cost of burglar? 6, security guard is 2. We're going security guard. Why? Oh, it's not that good. It's not that good. It's fine. You don't really want to be awake at night in this game anyway, because it's dark as fuck. But, I like the 2-footed, nimble, sneaking. I don't know. I feel like what I want to do is in the beginning, I want to maximize as much time as I can in the beginning and gather a bunch of stuff. And then I'm okay with dying, I think. Yes, okay. Now we've assigned ourselves a job. I'm going to look at the negatives traits. I'm gonna start bottom up. I'm gonna take as many as I can, which I tend to do. But I was taking things that, yeah, I wasn't considering things properly. Let's see. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Deaf we don't want, weak we don't want. Very underweight and unfit we don't want, obese we don't want. Thin-skinned I think is okay. I think. Oh, my eye pressure is really bad. Does anyone ever have that where you get really bad eye pressure? I do feel like my eyes are about to burst out of my head. Thin. Thin skin. I'm sorry, this is not... Maybe if I look up skin. The thing you've got to consider is, like, what stuff does. I think thin-skinned is fine. Is what I've generally gone through. I really not have... I think thin-skinned is fine, because you want to avoid getting hit anyway. Illiterate we don't want. Underweight is okay. Slow healer, I think is okay? I can't remember. I think there's not much of a difference from what I've heard. I think it doesn't make, like, if you have a thing that'll last you 10 days, it doesn't make it last 20 now. It just makes the wound slightly more severe, which might not... No, I think that's okay. You never want it out of shape. High thirst is fine. Fear of blood can be a little risky. I always did it, but it's not good. Apparently asthmatic is worse than I thought, which I'd already learned it wasn't that good. But yeah, I can't remember. Prone to illness is fine, I think. Because you just gotta not eat. You just gotta be careful, I guess. Don't go in the cold. But we're in the summer right now, so we're fine with that, actually. I wish I'd formatted these notes better. The thing is, I like using OneNote because I like how you can move stuff around the page, and that's fine on my computer. But when I'm on my phone, as I am right now, it means I keep scrolling sideways. We don't want illiterate, like I've said. Pacifist we don't want. I used to think less effective with weapons. I thought that was fine. Tell you why, because I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to get in that many fights. Number one, I do get in that many fights, so that was dumb of me. Number two, it doesn't make you, like, it means that when you swing something, it's not just that that's, like, if it should do 100, it does 70. Actually, what it does is it makes your skills less increasing too. Like, you don't level up as fast, your skills. So it's sort of like in weapons, which includes maintenance, which is very important. Hearty appetite is not that good, I don't think. Conspicuous? I can't remember. I was very surprised about the way this worked. Conspicuous. I think this is the... Because the way that zombies detect you is by sight and sound. And they... Conspicuous and inconspicuous don't make the zombies more blind. If you're in front of them, they'll just fucking see you. So inconspicuous, which I think inconspicuous is one of these, isn't it? Yeah. Is a pretty dumb trait. Because if you're in front of them, they'll see you. What's better is for them not to hear you. Because if you're behind a zombie and you're quiet, they'll never know you're there. Whereas if you're in front of a zombie, whether you're quiet or not quiet, they'll see you. Hello, I'm playing Project Zomboid, but I've played this game several times on stream, and even though I do relatively well off stream, I've done increasingly shit on stream, and now I've become really focused on the inner machinations of this game, and now I'm ranting about how stuff works. Anyway, so conspicuous, I reckon, is 3 points. Clumsy, that's the one. You don't want to be clumsy. Don't be clumsy. Where are we? Disorganized? No, I don't like that. Claustrophobic. How claustrophobia and agoraphobia work is when I can't breathe. I had to take a break on the stairs earlier. Because my flu is bad. The dog was like pulling me and I was like... Okay, how these work is you get panicked when indoors and outdoors. You shouldn't be panicked outdoors because that's where zombies are, and panic makes your weaponing worse. Claustrophobic is fine in multiplayer because you're probably sleep is off in multiplayer anyway. In single player, it's a little risky because it scales to the size of the room. So if you have a big room and a bed in the middle, you're fine, you can sleep. But if you don't have it, you need to have, if you're in a smaller room, you need to have beta blockers and like sleeping pills and stuff, which you can't guarantee finding. So I might do it once I know where I'm staying, but for now, no. Agoraphobic, no. Weak stomach, just don't eat any bad food. Now, I always thought that slow reader was a bad one, because I'm like, oh, it takes longer. But they're like, oh, you can just speed up time in the game. And it's true, it takes me less time in my real life, but I still don't like it in theory. So I'm gonna leave it unless we need it. Short-sighted. I thought that meant I was okay with short-sighted because it's done with glasses, but as it turns out, it's also something to do with the foraging mechanics. But again, you can just do that with what's it called? With glasses. Anyway, now onto positive traits. Have I got all of them? Yeah, fear of blood. Some people say it's worth it, others don't. I thought it was okay. But you do get bloody a lot. Apparently it gets harder to manage in the winter, so it might be okay doing now. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna cough or sneeze. Cough. So we want fast learner. We always want that. Is there anything else that we need immediately? Dexterous, I think. And the inventory one. What's it called? Organized. Now I've got 27 points to play with. So cat's eyes might be worth it if I can still have it. You're better vision at night, especially if we're a night owl. That makes sense to have. I've heard speed demon is actually better. Originally I said speed demon was bad because going in fast in this game means you're more likely to crash and not do very well. I think that that's true, but I also can control the speed the car goes at by not holding W the whole time. In addition, it apparently helps with their acceleration, so I think that's good to have, but for now we'll keep it. Outdoorsman is good because you get to not be affected by weather conditions, which might not be as useful right now in summer. Graceful is okay, but gymnast is better because you get 2 stats. What else is good? It's always good to be athletic if we have the points for it. That's a 10. Strong or athletic. Can run for longer without... So I could get them both. I feel like I'd rather get, like fit. And something else. Stout? Yeah, I'd rather get stout and fit than strong and thingy because they're, I have more room for other things. Adrenaline junkie is good, but it has diminishing returns is what I heard. That might even be I might be plagiarizing the exact phrase that I read earlier. Because it, lucky is good, I think, in the beginning. Because it gives you move faster when you panic, but according to people, you get less panicked as you play the game. Right, cook we don't want. Brawler, maybe? I feel like I want something. Nutritionist is shitey. We don't really need nutritionist. Are there any here that I don't really care about? Runner? No. Let's see. Handy might be good. Wakeful. I feel like wakeful and night owl is a bit we're up all night, but it might be good to just gather shit and like be on our way. Baseball player? Probably not. I like I like hitting with long blunt, but if we've got a fast learner, we don't really need all these super skills. Brave, maybe? Brawler, maybe? Gardener. Yeah, apparently it's never 0, but it's not necessarily as bad. What do I want? Cat's eyes, dexterous, wakeful, outdoorsman. Do I want an extra 2 points? I don't think there's anything I really need. Hunter, I guess, might be worth it if I can get 2 points for it. Aiming, short blade. I only would use... Then again, the sneaking's good. Handy. That's good. Oh, now I'm stuck. Larger perception radius. I forgot. You can't see that, but my builds are called FO build 1, FO build 2, the fixer. All caps, help me, and then fucking please help me. I clearly didn't have too much fun last time we played, huh? Oh, goodness gracious me. I've got 6 points, but I could have 8. Let's have a look at the 6s and 8s. Our 6 options are brawler, no. Cook, no. Former scout, no. Herbalist, no. I think you can read the magazine for that. Hiker, no. Keen hearing, maybe. Adrenaline junkie, no. Handy and hunter. Aiming and sneaking. I reckon this one right now. Let's do this one. And yeah, okay. Save as trial build. Smiley face. There's a hair on my keyboard. I see it. I cut my hair while I was sick. It feels a lot less even though it has to be. I can't put a smiley face on it. No. Okay. Let's hope this works. Hello, Forest Sorrel. Goodbye, Forest. Arcana Drive? Arcana Drive 2? Do I have any... I'm a night guard. Oh. Oh, wait. We can look kind of cool as fuck. Wait. Can I have a tie? Can I wear... No. Shoes? Yeah. Hat? Wow. Fedora. Glasses, tank top, formal shirt, t-shirt, pants. I kind of fuck with it. Arcana Drive 3. But yeah, I don't know if you can hear my keyboard, but it's a different keyboard. As I mentioned during Sonic Adventure, my one, the connection's breaking for it. Like the plug. And we bought a new one. It was cheaper than it, and it definitely feels and is made cheaper, but it's got a cool volume switch. You can't see it, but I'm turning my volume up with a little knob, and I can mute my volume at the click of a button. No, I've noticed it. I don't like it as much. They're red switches, but they're different. This company, like, that I got this keyboard from does their own. Right. I'm gonna let this roll, and once it says click to start, which is now done, I'm gonna take a few pills. Ooh. Gonna take... Actually, let's just take a couple of these. I've never taken these before, so let's see if they work. That sounds... I'm holding a container of various over-the-counter pills. What I'm taking is aspirin. But I've never had aspirin before, so I'm gonna see if it does anything to me. Probably not gonna help in every situation, but we'll find out. A couple of aspirin can't kill you. Medicine is less effective for me and my family. Did you know that? You done taking the stuff that makes you gag yet? Yeah. I feel like I'm... Oh, yum. Nice. I feel like I'm over that, because I'm not, like, the worst. Once I stop having, like, bedridden chills, I'm generally done with that stuff. So let's see to crouch immediately. Let's rip my t-shirt. Okay, where are we? I haven't played this game in like a minute. So I'm gonna have to take a minute to figure it out. Honestly, the bit that's getting me the most right now is my inability to breathe. I think I said Riverside, and this looks like Riverside. I think I know where I am. In respect to Riverside. I'm pretty sure we've... Oh, nice! I'm pretty sure we've had this... start before. No, bring my map back. What the fuck? Yeah, actually, the thumbnail is, a house in Riverside. It's a house in the gated community. I normally start with... So I was reading about this. Rosewood is like... Rosewood is considered kind of the best amongst most people. Because it's got, like, a good zombie ratio to point of interest. Needle is good. That's good. But I personally just think I do better in Riverside because it's a bit smaller. And I know the area better. The zombie... So Riverside canonically does have the smallest zombie population. But like I said, Rosewood is the better, like, stuff to find to... like, zombie. No, Riverside's fine. It's Rosewood that I keep going to that's cursed. Oh, I feel really crap all of a sudden. No. Yeah. There will be another way. Yeah, our Riverside is actually beautiful. There are never any issues here. If there's a house alarm, I'm going to scream. You will live for many years. Siggies! No, it's just... Honestly, the issue is that I'm really, really, really congested. And I've got a lot of sinus issues right now. I've been, trying very hard to clear my sinuses, but there's only so many times in a day you can sneeze on purpose. I will be making more cups of tea throughout the stream. I know I normally like take breaks and make drinks, but I try to be quick, and so I normally only have a cup of tea as my first drink. But I want a big cup of tea. I can hear something. Yeah. I can hear that. I'm gonna see what I can get away with first. Some people said soap is useless to pick up. I think they're crazy and wrong. I think soap's very good. Do you have any ice cream? No. No, it's very, very dry. Anything good? No. Nice. What? Did I pick that up? Put that back on you. I want to rip all of your clothing. I'm thirsty. No. I guess I'll go back in the kitchen. Do you have a battery? Drink. I would clean all the rags actually if I were you. But yeah, cup of tea is the biggest drink I have because the coffee I have it's like X ratio of this to that. I just have it in a smaller cup. Whereas tea is bigger. Oh, there's one. I'm gonna walk around. So yeah, I'll probably having more cups of tea. I also like tea at a hotter temperature than I do. Sorry, I picked up said mug of tea than I do my coffee. So it's yummier. I do have a very sore throat. It's very painful, but we'll get over it. Yummy. I have got a lot of stuff to catch up with tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna wait for your friend to come over. They're like matching in the hairstyle department. What was I saying? Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff I need to catch up with my life because I really have been bedridden for having this illness. So my friend who I see weekly and got this illness from, I shall be seeing tomorrow as per our normal arrangements. And I said you will come over and help me with my chores because I'm way too weak to do them. Ah! Get the shit out of me. A third long curly haired individual? Okay, they're hitting the window. That's fine, I guess. No. I feel like that's loud. I feel like I should just quickly nip that in the bud, actually. Hey. Oh. Hey, police. I like the way various parts of the inside of the car. Brenda. Yeah, someone, you're gonna come over and help me change my sheets. Going to wear this. Do you have a watch? No. Going to leave this here for now. Oh my goodness, everyone and their mama is here. My wish to avoid killing in combat has not been listened to. I can hear another zombie. They might be in the house, I guess. It's never as simple as opening the fucking door, is it? Yeah, and I said, can you come over and help me hoover and change my sheets? And she said, yes. Drink. Yeah. Why do I have a Discord notification? Let's check it as I eat pickles. Oh wow, only one of my moderators can moderate. That's crazy as fuck. Everybody behave. Don't do anything. Don't do anything I wouldn't like you to do. Is there anything good in your freezer? Just bacon and pork chops. Fishing line. Oh, a hand scythe goes hard as hell. I don't think it's necessarily a good weapon, but it's hard as hell. Sleeping tablets. This game got so quiet, it's a bit scary. You got a pencil? Yes. This is kind of eerie, isn't it? It's just so quiet. Well, anyway. What did everyone have for dinner? I had ribs again. Yeah. That was really funny. I don't know where the music's gone. There it is. Yeah, Dark, I feel like you have to be like the channel's #1 fan. You're always showing up, which I appreciate. Another Discord notification. Is it the same one? Yeah, it is. Alright, I've hidden it so that I don't see it again. Man, my nose hurts. I might have to sneeze. Which... I was waiting to pull the make myself sneeze thing out until I had, like, donations enabled. And then I was gonna, like... You could redeem a sneeze. But it's necessary. Then again, if I do it before, I can prove I can do it. Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. No one likes you. Yeah, you actually show up more than the mods do. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Oh my god. It's so over before it even began. But it's actually not, because this is based on line of sight. Once I figure out if I'm good... Yeah, he's fine, he doesn't give a fuck. Okay, once I jump in over this fence, I'm gonna sneeze. He's not crucified. He's, I think it's like a scarecrow. I don't know. Maybe. I never thought about it like that. Lunchtime right now, nothing like eating. Blah. I've always wanted to eat that fish. I think that's a fish. I've never had it. Where am I going? elbowed myself. What am I doing? There. Right. Take my glasses off. Can't believe I was like, I'll jump over this fucking fence. Jesus, I'm blind without these fucking things. Can't believe I'm like, oh, I'm gonna jump over this fence to safety. And this bitch is right there. Look, she's like, not even, she's like, only just thought about turning. Okay. You'll be wondering, what are you doing? I'm about to sneeze in ways you've never seen sneezing before. I've also got ear pain. You shot more than one, yeah. Sorry, I'm rereading things. It is funny. It's because my mods like ignoring me. None of them like me as people. Like, stop being my friend then! I feel like I'm more annoying to know personally. But I have wall hacks for real. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. This one feels like you might be wondering how I got here situation. Alright. I'm gonna move this up a little. Free you from death. And then bash you with earphones anyway. Alright. I reckon 3. Okay, hang on. I know what you're thinking. Why is it game plus? It's because I'm about to sneeze. That wasn't a sneeze, that was a reaction. Alright, come on, baby. Money on black. No, I do that. I'll go on Amazon. It wasn't a sneeze. I'll go on Amazon and I'll add a bunch of things that are like similar but not exactly what I want to a big wish list. Hang on. And I call it Come On Baby Money on Black. And then it'll eventually generate, like, not generate AI wise, but like, you know. There we go. Oh my god. It gives you like, you know, it takes all the traits and it gives you the thing you want. Alright. Is that it? Thank you. Hang on, there's gotta be like more in there, I reckon. Yeah. No, what? No? Oh my god. I wish sneezes would like commit or not. Like, is you a sneeze or is you not? It's not. Alright. Let's get ourselves out of this pickle and return to our regularly scheduled sneezing in a minute. Alright. Okay, cool. Now that that's off of our minds. Come on. No, don't cough. That's not the reaction I want. I'm so close to sneezing again. I can feel it. Sneeze stream for real. Sneeze donation stream. Oh, I do feel a lot better for that one sneeze. I've been having a lot of nosebleeds too with this ailment, which I just don't appreciate. I don't really care about having. It sucks because they're not like the fun ones. They're just like the ones where you're like, oh, my nose is bleeding. I want like a sexy nosebleed. I think nosebleeds are sexy, undeniably. I was watching a thing and they were like, yeah, nosebleeds are sexy. And I was like, yeah. I have a story of doing something similar because a kid at school pissed me off one time. I'd gone somewhere special with my mom. And I grew up poor. Oh yeah. See that free flow of sneezing. Alright. I'm gonna give it one more try. And then this kid stole my pencil case and it had like a pencil from that place that we went. And like God. I was really pissed and I jumped over a very tall fence to get him. And then the teacher told me off for it. Not told me off. The teacher told him off for it. Not me. And I was like, that's not fair. I did like have him a headlock and scale a fence to get him. Wait, the tears from my eyes. Alright. I'm giving up the sneezing for now. But I do feel satisfied in having that sneeze. I just need to put my glasses on and then we're back in the ring. I still have a headache, but hopefully medication will eradicate that. Eggman! You won't believe how frustrated I was at Eggman. Yeah, I was rewatching that stream. with my brother. That stream was so funny. I was so mad, but I actually think it's so entertaining. It genuinely took me like 50 minutes to beat Eggman Viper. Oh, that tea is hot. Well, if it was fun to watch, that's all I care about. At the time, immensely frustrating to experience and defeat. Had me pissed beyond no return. Oh, there's a guy. No, the Eggman Viper fight in Sonic Adventure, it was a fun design, but they should have worked more with the limitations of the game itself, is what I concluded in stream and then watching it with my brother. Alright, don't make noise. Don't like be knocking on windows and shit. I didn't! I got asked at the end if they were gonna heaven or hell, and I said heaven. Thank you. Why did hitting his knees knock his baseball cap off? That's mean. That was so funny. I don't like to repeat myself. I'm holding too much. I don't really need all these rags. I don't need fucking 44 rip sheets either, but hey. Whoa. Is that window just gone? What the hell is happening here? Oh, window. Let's check around. All around the world. Oh, well, somebody's home. Blah, blah, blah. No, don't knock on your door. Oh, there's another house alarm. This game hates women. She'll get in there. Any minute now. Hello? Nice, I have a key for the house. I'm once again over encumbered. What's cumbering me? Well, let's attach this to my belt. And that helped a little. What don't I need? I guess I don't need all these leather jackets. Or this map. I'm hungry, that's fantastic, because I was about to eat all the soup. An eraser is vital. Even though in this country we call them rubbers. Is this soup cooked? Okay, let's put these in the oven. And then let's put the spoon in my inventory. And then turn the oven on. Yeah. Look it up, I guess. I don't know how you look them up. Like, rubbers stationery. But yeah, I've got rubbers in my bag. Okay, once this is cooked. I need to make sure this doesn't burn. Do, 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 do. This is so boring, but I'm so concentrated on this. I'm gonna eat this entire fucking soup in a minute. Right, in my inventory, I have a bowl of stew, I believe. Yep. Eat all of it. Look, I have a spoon. I'm eating it with a spoon. And then this soup here, I would like to just drink it all, I guess. She's gonna pick it up and... Oh my god! Damn, bitch, that's unnecessary! She slurped on that thing. Right, you can put these down. Oh, red wine, yay! Her ass is hungry! Cabbage! That's useful. I actually don't have a lot of soup. I've been thinking about this. I'm not a soup person. I've never been... My mom isn't into soup, so I've never had a lot of soup in my house. I made my mom a soup one time. It was made out of squash. And she got mad because there was herbs in it. She's like, no, I don't like herbs. But I'm gonna be more into soup. I've decided. Headphones. Cigarette. I think what I want to do is get over to where I can dump stuff. Is this a school? Ah, well, that's not too bad. She looks kind of cool. I wish I had a tie. Nice. Oh, I hiccuped. I like stew. Yeah, I'm a stew person. Cause I feel like I like a smaller ratio of solid to there's a zombie over there. Yay! I don't know. I like a good solid to non-solid ratio. Let's put all this in here and then put this one down. What's taking up so much of my... Relax, relax. Hey, come on, man. I've got arm pain. You know when you get a COVID injection and you get arm pain? I've got that right now. Hello? Stop it. Why is there a park ranger in the school library? Oh, hey! Yeah, I haven't... Yes! That's the first bookcase we walked into! It's... Yeah. I respond really badly to COVID vaccines. I haven't got one, though. That's not what this is. This is just freshers flu from university. Which I don't even attend! Oh, God. You are a nasty motherfucker. Alright, the lights are coming on. It's funny because I was like, I should turn the lights on. He didn't give a fuck about me till he could see me. Be gone! Fall over, man. God damn. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm not a university student. And I don't teach at university. I don't attend it for any reason. However, I am friends with a university lecturer, which is how I have become ill with freshers flu. I didn't even get freshers flu while I was at uni myself. So that pisses me off. I'm anxious, so I should smoke a cigarette if I can find like that. Yes. And a water bottle. I feel like I looked in these already and I didn't find anything. Yummy. Don't know what's in here. Oh, food time. Shut the door. Any zombies in the kitchen? Let's take all this and put it in the freezer. I swear last time I was here and I saw olive oil, I told everyone about people that drink olive oil. Is that a real thing that I did? It sounds like I'd do it. I almost want to sneeze again. It's not fair. Why do I want to sneeze? Oh my God. I can feel it coming. I've prepared the tissues. I'm taking off my glasses. I have really bad pressure behind me. Is there anything I can do to help pressure behind my eyes? I feel like my eyes are going to burst out their sockets and it's very scary to feel like that. I'm not particularly chuffed about having that. Pingus? Where did Pingus come from? I'm not... You can't do that. Alright, hang on. We're taking another scheduled, break. This person's, like, stance the fuck up, by the way. If I was stood on the edge of the Owen and I'd probably just be falling down. This person's real as fuck. That's so funny. Yeah, there shouldn't be too much delay, but maybe there is. I don't know, my Wi-Fi's good. That stream has been an hour already. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess because I have the time, it's a lot easier to see how it goes. Sorry, I nearly sneezed. I felt it and then it stopped. Hang on. I get so close, I get to like the leading ahead backstage of a sneeze and then it goes away. Perhaps I'll sneeze later. Okay, give me like 2 more seconds. Arguably, and several people have said to me like, oh, if you're sick, you shouldn't stream at all. And it's like, it's video games from my bedroom, it's fine. I didn't go to work, which sucks because I was going to take a day off work to watch the Reze Arc movie, but now I feel too indebted to my employer to do such a thing. I'm like, I can't do that. So now I have to go watch it a different day. Oh, we might be back. I won't let this last until the 4th minute of 7 p.m. I'll stop. Alright. I'm so close to sneezing and yet I'm just not. Yeah, it's like... Yeah. I don't know how to describe it. No, I won't be sneezing again. I can tell I'm not. I don't know. I'll try and think about it next time. It's like a very particular... It's like, you know when... I'm so close, I keep nearly sneezing. You know when, no, it's not gonna happen. You know when, if you put like a material on the floor and then you grab it in the center and you twist it round. That sensation happens in my face. That's what I think it feels like to sneeze. Everything tightens and sort of centers to the point of my, nose in that way. I sound so pathetically sick right now. I feel like I could do good e-begging right now. What do you guys think? Like, guys, please donate for me to get a new keyboard. If I don't get $5,000 for a new keyboard, how am I gonna be able to stream for you? To entertain you? If everyone watching here, there's like 6 people. If everyone watching here just gave me $1,000, I'd be able to afford some fun things to keep the channel going. But if we all, you know, if just one of you could donate $6,000, we'd be able to continue and keep the channel going. But if you all ignore this, much like Wikipedia, this too shall end. Oh, burrito, hell yeah. Let's keep the burrito. Pizza! Yeah, it's like Wikipedia. What the fuck? What was that streamer? I don't know. I shouldn't bring people up. But there was this there was this incident a while back, wasn't there, where a streamer was like, what the fuck? We entertain you, you should pay us. And like, I sort of get, like, I understand that logic, but, entertainment on the internet, I feel, is a very different... I'm so nasal. I sound like I'm trying to be a fucking anime character. Get me out of... Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. My name is Arcana. I'm only 10 years old. Not actually. I got ID'd for alcohol at the... No, I didn't. I got ID'd for razors at the shop the other day, and the guy was like, wow, you look so young. And I was like, this is the first time I've been ID'd in a good few years, man. I think you're just old as fuck. Aw, that's sweet. I don't know if I'm ever gonna open those, because I don't know what I'd do to make it, like, financially worth it. What is your problem? 10 bats? How many can I take? 1. Okay, well. Why, like, what's your Squidward fetish, man? You're so weird. I actually hate you so bad. What's your fucking problem? Hey, something's not working on my... Can I zoom in? I only just noticed. Whoops. That's not what I want. Cool. How do I... Is it this? Oh, no, I'm seeing it wrong. Don't worry about it. I saw something wrong. I thought something wasn't working, but it is. What was I gonna say? Whatever. Yeah, you like always like, do Squidward voice, do Squidward voice. What is your problem? You're so weird. Red electric guitar, say your prayers. And then attach the back. Yeah. I need a water bottle. If someone could have a water bottle, that'd be really lovely. I'd be like, yippee, hooray! A lunch bag. Don't let us out of that. That was for my own amusement. God damn it. Dude, school's over. Everyone you know and love is dead. Yay, my sneaking went up, despite the fact I was being loud as fuck. Yeah, does anyone know why this guy is constantly asking me to do Squidward impressions? Like, is it not just weird? Does anyone else feel weirded out by this guy? I don't think I could do any impressions right now, man. I don't even sound like myself. I feel like I should dip cotton swabs in oil and shove them in my nose. I have such a dry nose. Does anyone come to school with a water bottle? Are any of you people thirsty? What happened to Visco girls and their water bottles? I know it's 1993, but a man can dream, can't he? God damn it. Water bottle? No. Kids those days are sweatband, yo. You're anxious? Yeah, I've not got a light for me 6, man. You're gonna have to wait. We need a water bottle. I don't necessarily need one, but I'd like one. Do 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 do. I need to like start crying or something. I think that will help get liquid to the right places. Okay, we're gonna have to live without a water bottle for now, but we'll be fine. I started thinking too hard and then wasn't paying attention to saying anything. I'm sorry. Just... Yeah. I never tried to get in that car at the place. Taxi! No. Oh, my ear hurts. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for. Oh, fuck you, an empty bottle. Well, I'll show it up time. We're in somewhere getting a drink. Yeah, I don't know how long we're gonna go for. It depends how bad my headache gets. Etc. It's a good game. You should get it. There's a lot of options you can tweak in the sandbox mode. So if you're like, oh, well, I don't like how this does or how this does, you can probably tweak it. There's a mechanic job you can get. Oh, woo, woo. Discord even didn't recognize that as me being a person. That's horrible. Aren't a girl a woo? Guys, shut the fuck up. Chill, man. Chill. You're so weird. Hey, a water bottle. And dog food. Yippee. Radish. I should eat some of my food. Let's make sure I eat some pizza or I'll be sad. Fuck off! Why do you do this to me? That's so mean. Why are you cursing me? What did I do to deserve this? I'm like sick with the flu. I literally sound miserable. And you're like, oh no, this is the time. I'm gonna get her. What time is it? Bugger. I should know what date it was. I haven't found anyone with a watch yet, I don't think. 2 has for now. Well, this is the next house. No, you're making me paranoid. I literally clenched. I can hear something. Guys, can you please put useful items on your shelves? I get so excited when I see a shelf. And then nothing happens to it. I reckon the rice is gonna cook before the... Why does it make me unhappy to eat rice? I love rice. This game is bizarre. And made by white people. I'm staring. I have a friend who's like... doesn't like eating... Yeah, but it's... the rice is cooked now. I have a friend, and she's Spanish, like, over here Spanish, not like like Latin American Spanish. She's like Spain Spanish and English. The crazy combo. And she's like, I think potatoes and bread are my favorite carbs, and pasta. I'm like, what about rice? She's like, I don't like rice. You don't like rice? What are you talking about? You should have a little bit of rice with every single meal. She's not gonna drink that shit? Where'd she put it? Where's the saucepan? Oh, this is the bag. Drink it. Damn, bitch, not like that. Like, I'm Irish, so I'm big on potatoes, I really am. But, like, if you had to have it, like, in its plain, like, boil... Okay, if you have... all you have is a pot, water, salt, and the ability to boil it. Rice clears. Bread doesn't count because you can't really... Bread's just bread. But it's like, ooh, think about hash browns, think about hash browns, think about french fries. Onigiri clears. I sound like Thing Japan right now. But I'm drinking an English cup of tea. That's my favorite way to enjoy tea. I like bubble tea a lot too, but it's different. Something being Asian doesn't make it better. I say to myself. But it's true. Aw. Yeah, I am unfortunately learning that I do think sometimes Japan is better. Like, I've been frequenting the street vendor that does karage recently, and it's just so good. Like, I'm a fried chicken enthusiast, and I looked at karage and I was like, oh, it's not gonna be that good. Oh my god. I actually want to ask the guy if he has plans for marriage. I didn't see him last week because I was sick. He only operates on days when I'm at work. So this, according to you, is the cursed house. If it is, I'm banning you. I swear to God, if a house alarm goes off, I'm banning you for the rest of the stream. I'm relieved. Chocolate. I'm too full to eat, fat bitch. Run around or something, damn. Oh, hello. Oh, he's killed himself. No! No keys. I would have been so mad. Hey man, let's not be a streamer suffering channel, okay? Streamer happy. We like streamer on this channel, right? Who here likes the streamer? No one puts their hand up. I don't even put my fucking hand up. Hey, whoa! Ah, my eye hurts. I'm not. No one here likes the streamer. I start crying. Where are you? There you are. Oh. Hello. Anyone got like a fucking watch or something? Damn! That's one thing that'd fuck me up at the end of the world. I don't have a watch. I've always been resistant to watches. My mum bought me a watch when I was a child, and I refused to wear it. And I've been the same ever since. Oh, Jesus. No, scaring me. I've got the flu. Oh, we're both dead. Nice. I guess I'll wear this. Be nice if... I think this is our first night, right? So it's the 10th of July? I would have banned you if the house alarm went off here too, by the way. Ah, fresh orang. Oh, I want to eat more pizza. Pizza time! Can I eat potato pancake? Why do they snarl like cats? Ah, flip-flops! Good old pair of thongs. Nick your keys. My mum recently, like, spent stupid amounts... Oh, gun case. We'll write that down. My mum recently got, like, a smartwatch. And she got bored of it, like, telling us stuff. So she took it off and threw it on the settee. And then she came back to it, like, a couple hours later, and it had asked her if, like, if she wanted it to, like, phone the hospital or so phone an ambulance because she'd had in a fall. And she was like, oh shit, I didn't know it could do that. How do I drop my normal bag? Drop on floor. I'm so happy about that. Dun 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 dun. Ah, my ears sore. Yeah, I feel like I just need to like carry around a giant sundial. A pocket watch is crazy. You should just dress up like a butler instead. No offense. I mean, it'd be swag. Oh, you're a corpse. I want to be a maid. I think I'm okay. I'm good at cleaning, but I think I suit like the quirky maid. And he's dead. I don't want a digital watch, man. Hey, man. What? Get down, bitch. Everyone suits being a butler and or a maid. You can be a maid if you want. Stop swinging around, bitch. I'm spinning around. Get down, motherfucker. Try the door. Door never fucking works. Yeah, I feel like I could be a quirky maid in an ensemble cast. Suitcase. Ah, oh, someone presumably died of liquor poisoning. No, there's princes and knights too. I'm really big on knights at the moment. So there'd be lots of people in suits of armor too. I just like maids with weapons. I think I'd be a cool maid with weapon. I don't know what weapon it would be. But it would be fun if I was a maid with a weapon. Because, like, as soon as you... Like, weapons, meh. Maid with weapon, epic! Guns, eh. Maid with gun, yeah! Oh. Swords, cool. Maid with swords, cool. Exactly! That's one thing I really... Whoa, piano! I didn't know this game of piano. Tinkity tonk. I really liked in Ruby when Ruby had... Dumb as fuck. I hate having when a show is named after... I like in BoJack Horseman when BoJack Horseman... Ugh. I like in Ruby when Ruby has a combat skirt and they're talking about what that is. I think that's... I like that. I think it's cool. I like fashion and I kind of like weapons being cool. And I think integrating the two of them like that is fun. Uh-oh, looks like someone's got a soup I gotta cook. Pasta! Did I turn off the oven in that innocent person's house? I think I did. I want a snack. Let's have a snack. I've been eating so many snacks. This week, because I haven't been eating dinner, probably. I own season 1 to 3 on DVD. I love it so much, but I only seen those ones. I was really big on it when it was first coming out. Everyone was, like, super hating on it. They changed the animation style, and I don't like it as much. Yeah. Sorry, I started concentrating on beating zombie ass. I'm pretty sure they're official DVDs. They look pretty official. Oh, hey, yeah. I have to check. Need a drink of water. I don't like how chocolate burns my mouth. Sorry, I muted because I started gargling. I don't think you people want to hear me gargle chocolate out of my mouth. This is kind of a nice car. Take the family out. God damn it, stop locking your... Oh, the reflection of the stars is so beautiful. Whichever dev decided, let's put the stars reflection in the car. I think you're epic. What the fuck? I think there was a guy in there. That's not a jump scare. I saw him coming. He's dead. Oh, the rain stopped. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. I can't really sing. I've got fucked up shit. Can't really see where I'm going here. You got games on your phone? It's just a burnt down house. Well, anyway. Put your key in my ignition. Slip on over to the passenger side. I'm not gonna sing the rest of that song. It's a good satire song, but I don't want the lyrics to be out of my mouth. My fucking god, they're there. I don't want the lyrics to come out of my mouth on a recording. Baby, 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 got your license to drive. Got your license to drive. Yeah. Such a good fucking stupid song. Two of them. What the fuck? Street lights go off at 5 in the morning? Ooh, 3 of them. Hey, man. Start running, bitch. Oh! I'm pretty sure there's zombies behind me. Run! Well, I was right. There were zombies behind me. Once I turn this corner, I'm gonna give them the slip. Never mind, there's zombies there. Excuse me. Oh! Hey. Like I said, there were zombies behind me, so... No, 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 don't do that. Ow. Getting drowsy at 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning? You're crazy, bitch. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. They're not gonna notice. Don't say anything. Don't think about it. We'll be fine, okay? We're all in this together. I don't know the stories. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna walk normally instead of crouching. I reckon I might just want to do that. I want to spiff a plushie in real life. Oh my fucking god! It's not that dramatic. Look, there's a fence right here. I'm just gonna hop over. It's fine. It's literally fine. Check this shit out. I'm a little exerted, so I'm gonna sit down. It's literally fine, by the way. Until they start coming around here, that is. But they won't do that to me. Everyone loves me all the time. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna zoom in a little more so we know what we're rocking with. Is you rocking with me? Hi! Oh man, I wish I had a wetter nose. Olive oil up my nose. I think we're doing okay. I've been taking things strategically. I haven't gotten in any messes. It is literally the first 24 hours of the game starting. But I've been cautious. This guy looks like Arnold from Simpsons. There's a lady. This lady looks like Arnold from Simpsons. Is his name Arnold? He's the one that he's like, Marge, you want a date with me? You'll be large. I don't know what he actually says, but that was the plot line. Marge. I really like the detail that some of these guys are married. Like, yep, you just killed someone's husband. Okay, I'm banning dark if this has an alarm. If this building has an alarm, dark's getting banned. That was a deep wolf. Woo. What do you mean? Marge. It's Homer. He's like, Marge. Alright. You live another day. That's what Homer does. He's like, Marge. Marge, I shit myself. And she's like, I can't do Marge and Homer impressions. I can't do any Simpsons impressions now that I really think about it. Can't do the baby, can't do... I know her name's Maggie. Is there anyone? No. The only, like, impression that people like from me... or that think I can do is Lois from Family Guy. But I don't think I can do that in my current condition. I think I'm actually too nasal and snotty for her. She's like, Peter! No, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Not my best, not my worst. You know what I'm saying? I need the fucking pencils. I think I can do impressions of anything that well, which is kind of a disappointment. I wish I could. I'd feel happier if I could. Probably get back to crouching. What other characters are there? wasn't that many characters in Minor Paint. Oh my god. Yeah, I only grew up watching anime. Anime. Stop getting me to do Squidward impressions. I can't. If I could do a Squidward impression, it would be funny, but I can't. So you're just a weirdo. Put Squidward in the banned words list. Speaking of, why do I have an alarm that's about to ring? I don't want an alarm. I'm thinking, okay, let me think about what to do. What do I want to do in this world? What does Courage say? He's got that one line. He's like, oh, the things I do for love. But I don't know how he says it. I don't know how he sounds. I used to watch Courage late night. Hat. I can't play copyrighted clips of fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog from my phone. You stupid dog, start fucking bawling. That's what they say in that show. That's what the old man says. I'm pretty sure. Alright. Fuck it. We ballin'. Cock dick ballin'. Let's take some food with us. Let's take a couple of adhesives. I have such a bad headache. Let's take some pills in real life. I'll probably be fine if I mix this one and this one. But let's take one of each instead of two. The aspirin I took earlier. I don't know what you can and cannot have with aspirin, so we're about to find out. You know who I love? I love, I think her name's, is it Labris? Or something like that from Persona? The one that's like randomly from fucking Brooklyn. The rest of them are like, oh, dear character, we're from somewhere nondescript that we won't really tell you about, and we sound formal and a little British because whatever. Or we sound kind of weird and American. It really depends on who's voicing us this week. And then she's like, Persona! It's so funny that she does that. Why does she do that? It's so funny. You're playing like a Persona game. You want everyone to like talk kind of normally. In like respect to each other. And she just comes, she's like, Persona! It's so funny. Safety goggles. Huh. She's literally like, she's like if a character voice was synthesized from Why I Oughta. It's so funny. Damn, it's pouring. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. I haven't sung that in a while because I haven't been 6 years old in a few decades. When I get in this car, no, I hate you. They fuck my man shit up. There's at least one character that I think it would be actually racist of me to start doing impressions of. I haven't heard them in... Oh! Does she have a Kansai dialect in the original? Is that it? That's what they tend to do in games. But they tend to make... In anime, they tend to make them country bumpkins when it's like that. When they have a Kansai dialect. Like in Oshinoko, the pink-haired girl has one. And she's a country bumpkin. Normally they localize them as like hick y'all of people. No fuel. My life will end tonight. Eat your pizza, bitch. I'd love to see, like, because obviously here used to be like, oh, she has like a Japanese accent, and I'm like, oh, is it a Kansai dialect? Because it's so notable. But like, what is like, pardon me, the reverse? Like, if there was an English show or an American show, and there's a character, like all the characters are like from one particular place, like they're all like upstate New Yorkers, right? But then one of them's like, "Hi there, y'all." What would they do in Japan? Would they be like, "Oh, well, that's the character that's gonna get the Kansai dialect in the Japanese localization"? Is that what would happen? Ah, my ear needs to blow. I'd love to see like not reverse localization, but you know what I mean, right? Because I'm so used to, oh, a thing from Japan has become a thing in English. I'd love to see the process in reverse, I think. Because there's always discourse about swearing in anime, isn't there? Because it's like, Japanese people don't have swear words, so they just say something a little ruder than they would have. And we translate it to fuck you, kill yourself. And I'm like, well, yeah, dropping an honorific is kind of like an equivalent of fuck you, kill yourself at times. It's context dependent, I guess. I love localization discourse because it's always like, it's always so funny. Because like you'll see what these people localize and it's like that doesn't sound like how a person speaks. Eat this fucking lettuce. Ow. I'm itchy. Like, you have to have your characters speak normally in every language. Oh, it's not the original. If you want the original vision, learn Japanese, man. Like, don't be fucking... Look, we've all heard the phrase, if you want a job done well, do it yourself, or whatever. Yeah, there are some situations where it goes kind of, a little overboard. But I am honestly not too bothered about it most of the time. Is this bitch underweight yet? What does that mean? I mean, I'm gaining weight. How much does she weigh? Wow. Oh, I should probably enter this car. I said enter this car. My nose hurts so... yeah! My nose hurts so much. No, 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 no. Yeah. I feel like another thing is that, like, localizing something into English doesn't necessarily make it accessible. I was thinking about this earlier. There was discourse about, some VTubers. Because, like, they'd been joking around with each other, like, being rude. And, some fans of theirs were kind of pissed about it. And, like... I started thinking to myself about, yeah, I guess, and that's it. There was this discourse about it, and people were like, well, I think it's, the like, English second language fans that are getting mad, because they're, like, translating it, and it comes off as rude, because it's, like, you know, if I write out verbatim, like, you know, fuck you, kill yourself, and you translate that back, you know, into your native language, and you read, like, fuck you, kill yourself, it's, like... That's, what's the word I want? Like, that reads very poorly and very rudely, right? It's because you're not used to that. Because, like, I mean, I don't know the translation for fuck you, kill yourself in other languages, right? So I can't, like, explain my point necessarily that well. I gotta smash the fucking bitch window. But you know, there's a lot of stuff in English that I think depends entirely on the context. Like, people can joke. Like, sarcasm, I think, is hard to translate through languages and, like, jokes and that. Because it's like, if you write words verbatim as they are, it's hard to know. Like, oh, school bag alert. It's hard to know exactly what that was. Like, what was said and what that means. And I feel like it is kind of hard to, like, you know, especially not coming from, cause I was thinking about English is a huge language. A lot of people speak it, and it's the native language of a lot of countries all over the world, right? In terms of, like, spread. Like, Australia and America and England are very far apart places that are, like, all speaking the same language. And, like, it's also, like, English is a very popular language in other countries, too. And there's so many cultures that come with it. Like, the word that I think was important to this conversation that I was having in my head. So the word that was important to this, like, line of thought was the word cunt, right? In America, you rarely hear it. So when someone uses it, it's like a big moment. Like, there's this, I've never seen Euphoria, but I have had housemates in their 20s before, so I know enough about it. Jink. Heaney, yeah. There's this scene, and it's like this big build-up where one character yells, like, "You're such a cunt," to this other character. And it's just a bit awkward, I think, in my opinion. Maybe I, like, should have seen the rest of it and felt more about it. But analyzing the scene itself, it felt like a lot of build-up to a lot of nothing. And part of that is because it's a word that's, like, so rarely used in America. And, like, it has, like, a different impact. Because, like, Australians, like, if an Australian is like, "Oh, you fucking cunt," that's, like... Never mind. No, if an Australian's like, "Oh, you cunt," that's, like, way different to someone in America being like, "You cunt." You know what I mean? And it like, spreads across, like, in Scotland and Ireland. It's a pretty, like, liberal word. It doesn't have a lot of meaning. Whereas, like, in England, you definitely, like, it's not one you can bust out in public. Right? I don't know about Wales. I'd probably assume I've never heard a Welsh person say it in my life, so I'm going to assume they're quite sensitive to it too. And it's like, it's the same word with the same meaning in all of these places that all speak the same language, but it's just got, like, different, like, it's just different across these places. And that, I think, makes English harder to learn as a result, and know, because, like, what's acceptable? Because if you learn, like, English in Scotland, first of all, good luck, because you're probably learning a lot of Scots. Second of all, you're gonna, like, go to America and be... If you learn English in Australia, let's say, you learn English in Australia, if you go to America and you're joking around with someone and you're like, oh, you can't do that to me, you are going to be treated like shit, because people are going to be mad because you're being rude to them. Whereas, like, if inversely, if you learn, like, English in America, which is, like, if you're learning English on the internet, you're probably learning American English, and someone calls you, like, you go to Australia for a day trip and someone's like, "Oh, you can't, haha," you're gonna think, like, you've just been told to kill yourself, like, in 3D. And it's crazy. And I think it can cause a lot of internet discourse, especially because, like, VTubing, like, in particular, and any streaming, really, the thing is that VTubing in particular, I think, brings together a lot of different people from a lot of different places. And it also, especially, like, the corporations, right? Because all the big corporations I say all the big ones, I don't know. I think there's like... There's a few. This keyboard is so light. That's so funny. I didn't touch the keyboard. I threw the keyboard in my hand and caught it, and she did this. Anyway, the corporations that I know about have like... I want a favorite one. That's my favorite. Yeah, there's like people from America, people from the UK that normally have a very standard Queen's English accent, and then like people from Australia, right? And then other places with English speakers, but it's mostly America, to be honest. Yeah, in most VTuber corporations are like 16 Americans, 1 token British person, and maybe a couple of Europeans actually. I can think of some Italians and some Germans in VTubing corpus. But even then, like they're ESL, so this is like kind of exclusive of them. And then like an Australian or 2, and a few Canadians as well, actually, to be fair. But like Canadian culture, in terms of this topic, I feel like Canadians probably aren't gonna be running around calling each other cunts, but that might just be me. But you get these people from like all over the world in and get them to mix together with these massive fan bases. Of course there's going to be discourse about like what you can and can't say to each other, because fans are very protective of their Oshis and whatnot. Fill this, wash this. I mean, should I make a cup of tea or coffee? I don't know. I think I'm going to... I don't know where that came from, actually, but even I know about it. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna BRB. I think I'll make a coffee. I haven't had a coffee in a few days. Should I have a coffee when I'm sick? Absolutely. No! Okay, I'll have a cup of tea. I'll be a bit longer making tea then. Bye! No, keep washing. I just need to tab out. This bitch. Pause the game. Oh, my eye's funny. I'm gonna punch myself in the head as well whilst I'm gone. everyone, I'm not back. My tea's brewing. We gotta wait like 3 minutes though, so I'm gonna lock the fuck in and do some epic gameplay. Cue dubstep noises. See what I mean? I'm so out of breath from just standing up and going to the kettle. Ooh, chill out, you're wasting my time. If I could turn back time, I'd do it all for you. Okay, 3 minutes. Yeah, I'll get up at like 5 past. I wasn't paying attention to what time it was when I sat down. I don't know where I need to go now. I want a vehicle, I think. Tell you what, I want to go over here. I want a one-handed weapon. For now. Drop. I plug in headphones, I can. Yay! Turn it on. I think I just want to put that on, don't I? Cool. I'm depressed, so I want to smoke some ciggies. Bum 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Feeling a little sad. Have a beer, lady. I really want to play Club Penguin. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to stream for, because I'm definitely doing better, but the pressure behind my eyes is a lot. My headache's quite bad. Nope, she was drunk for all of 1 second. That's how I feel, girl. Alcohol these days don't hit. Yeah. And I know everyone here loves and respects me so much that no one would care if I ended. Really. I don't have any plans for often. Normally, like, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna end stream early, and I'm like being duplicitous. I've got like a plan to do something later, but I don't. The only plan I have for later today. What's Ligma? Ligma ball! No! come on, I'm old enough to know what that is. I will tell you, you know that one, I can't remember exactly how it goes, but you get into a conversation about beans until someone mentions lima beans, and then you're meant to say something about, like, ligma beans or whatever. No. Is that it? I can't remember. Okay, picture this. I'm lying on, like, a beautiful picnic blanket with my friend in the park, right? It's, like, COVID season, 2020, right? It's not quite, like, COVID has gone down a little, but it's still, like, COVID time, right? And me and my friend, well, it's nighttime, so you should go to bed. Well, like, lying, oh, it's time for my tea. Hang on, guys. BRB, I gotta do my chores. Fuck. No. Just had an epic idea. Instead of, like, spilling my tea everywhere because the cup's too full, I can carry it half, it's not half full, but I can carry it with the inch, like, of liquid missing. So I've put a cup of black tea down. Put a cup of black tea down, and now I'm gonna go to the fridge. There she is. What a fucking beauty. Eat a bit of chocolate, and I'm gonna pour the milk in. from the fridge. Makima, go away. Makima, you be pissing me off. Doing shit like that, girl. Who the fuck you think you is? Pour the milk in when it's on my desk. Oh. I have milk that will last me till October, thank you, but it's still the oat milk that I'm using to drink my tea because it's tasty. I'm not vegan, but I do just prefer oat milk in certain drinks. I think it's better in coffee. Which is what I bought it for. But when I made a cup of tea the other day because I was sick and I wanted a cup of tea and the fucking sludge came out, I was like, well, I only got one option left. And I was like, oh yeah, this is tasty. Yeah, on Thursday I did order a big thing of milk though, which I opened for breakfast on Friday, I think. Oh hey. Girl who wasn't paying attention. Get this vegan asshole. Hey, that vegan teacher. I don't actually hate vegans. It's like an overdone bit, actually, to be honest. Oh, it's thunder and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Figaro, Bismillah, no, don't let him go, no. Sorry. I guarantee you I've done that at least 60 times on the show, right? 7 a.m., what a time to be alive. Saturday night and I don't know the words. Right, where are we going? Oh, have I ever told you about the concept of fridge chocolate? No, Arcana. Great. Fridge chocolate, I like when chocolate's crunchy and cold, so I keep packets of, like, chocolate in the fridge. So, like, Aero minty chocolate. It has to be, like, light chocolate. You can't just put a chocolate bar in the fridge. It has to be, like Whisper, like, bubbly chocolate or Aero. I like Aero mint the most, because the minty is cool as well. Did I eat all my normal food? No, what happened to being a big bag? No. Is that fat phobic, that phrase? I just think it's funny. It's also, like, literally true. I guess it depends how you use it, because if you say, like, oh, so-and-so's overweight, it's, like, normal. But if you're like, ugh, so-and-so's an overweight chud, it's like, alright. Whoa. I wish, because someone was like, I saw this discourse online about people using the word fat, like, being like, oh, man, you fat fuck. Or, like, you fat bitch. I, like, agree that it's, like, fatphobic if you're using it, like, as the word. But, like, I like the word fat as a descriptor for something. Like, you're not a fat bitch, as in you're not an overweight bitch. I don't view overweight as an insult. But the bitchiness of you is grand. It is fat in size. I don't know. I think we could chew ourselves up endlessly about certain discourses. There's some things which I think have merit. And other things I'm like, guys, gotta get a job. I watched this, thing about, there's this big Twitter thread where someone called their friend a pedophile because they liked, exactly. Yeah, Grand Bitch kind of sounds like a boss title, though. It's like it comes out and goes, Arcana Drive, Grand Bitch of YouTube, you know? It also kind of sounds like you're trying to, like, you don't know what to call your non-binary grandparent. Yeah, that's my grand bitch. Can you fucking relax? Oh, well, I'll deal with you first, I guess. Baby, 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 got your license to drive. Any keys for the house? Steak, I'll take. Salami. Actually, I'll eat salamis. What was I talking about? Right, yeah. This person, like, they watch Jujutsu Kaisen, which is an anime that I like, so maybe I'm biased about this. And their friend called them a pedophile for it. Not because they, like, were like, I want to fuck Yuji Itadori, because, like, that... I don't know. I think the definition of pedophile is getting a little bit watered down. I think it's weird, don't get me wrong. It's like, I want to fuck anime children. I'm like, well... No, but it's like... You a full pedophile, I think, is a different offense. Exactly, the bringer of despair, Grand Bitch Arcana. But, like, this person was insinuating that because the person liked Jujutsu Kaisen, which has a cast that includes, like, a lot of... They're mostly teenagers in that show. There are a lot of main adults, too. Like, Nanami Kento. No, I misclicked. Oh, he did. Damn, so many people have killed themselves this run. This is eerie. Damn, and yo bitch was knitting! Oh my god, imagine you're like knitting a sweater and you're like, oh man, the zombie apocalypse gonna take me out, man, I can't do it, man. Dead wrong. But they were like, yeah, because everything from Japan is pedophilic, and it was just a crazy Twitter thread that, like, you know, was quintessentially Twitter in its nature, but it's just so interesting. That's like, you have to go outside. Like, if someone... Come on. It's hard because I was thinking someone that I follow on social media has like this thing about like, do not interact if you have if you think that cooking pot with water, nothing in it, by the way, just water. Well, I guess we'll leave that. Yeah, they had this thing about like, oh, don't interact if you think fiction doesn't affect reality. In their thing, which first of all, I don't know how I feel about DNIs. I think they're interesting. And I guess they technically work, right? Because if you're like, I hate bitches who get upset about anime pedophilia, and you see that, oh my god, hey, wait. You're probably not gonna like follow or interact with this person. You might be an asshole and send them hate though, which is one thing. I think that having a big page, I got an itchy nose. I think that having a big page that states every opinion that you get like really up in air. Just come out the window, dog. Come, dude, piss me off. Having a list of every opinion that you really care about and stating like how much you don't want people that disagree with you to like so much as like follow you on social media. I don't think it's necessarily a good thing because it just like, okay. It just incentivizes assholes who want to start shit to like know who exactly to start the shit with, right? If I'm an asshole and I want to antagonize people with like, oh, anime incest is sexy as hell. My username is at animeincestlover123 and I want to antagonize someone about having different media opinions. The easiest way to find out who to antagonize is to look in their DNI, right? I think it's just a lot better to proactively block people first. You know, if you see someone on Twitter with a username incestlover123, yeah, you should probably block them. It's not me. For starters. Sorry, I'm bleeding. And I'm also snotty. Generally, I think instead of having a big list that explains what personally is gonna upset you, because I will say DNIs have changed a lot in even the last 10 years when they first started becoming a thing. People would put like their mental health triggers, and it's like, what are you doing? Like don't do that. Here's everything I'm super sensitive to as a person and will cause me great distress if put in front of me. By the way, I'm 10. It's like, no, don't do that for your safety. I don't think a lot of people have the opinion that DNIs are annoying. I think you can think that in like a vacuum, right? It's like, yeah, they are a little whatever. Because a lot of them are like, I don't know. It's this huge interlocking issue. For me, part of it is that like people are very self-righteous on them. They're like, if you are a fan of, okay, you going in or out? In. Okay. I guess we'll just play the hand we're dealt. Hey, glasses. Ooh, but a ponytail though. Yum. Bitch! When they had stuff like that, it was like, whoa, don't be putting that info out there. Nowadays, I think, honestly, I'm always gonna stand by the opinion that I think it's just better to, like, block people instead of, like, have a big list of rules for other people to follow. I think they're, like, half useful, half not. Like, like, I half agree with you. The internet, Twitter specifically, does just put shit in your face sometimes. Like, I used to get, like, I would just be on Twitter having a good time. Like, one time I literally started a new account. I had no history related to it at all. And, like, I would just be chilling, and then Twitter would go, oh, self-harm Twitter. And I would just see, like, people's, like, open wrists. And I'm like, whoa! Not quite, man! And, like, I had done nothing to interact with that at all. Like, you fucking son of a nasty bitch, by the way. Your mother? Oh. Well, I'm a bandage it. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I think you can, like, exist in a world where, like, some crazy shit just shows up on your Twitter timeline without you wanting it. Like, my entire Twitter timeline on my account for, VTubing is just disrespectful. He scratched me. You're disrespectful. Is that me? Who the fuck was... Yo, who up muttoning they chopped? I amused myself. Let's actually eat the pepper now. Yeah, the thing is, the thing is... what? Why am I in pain? Oh, because of you. Fuck you, man. Oh my god, what is with you people? Go to work! She mutton on my chop until I cook it? I don't know. She chop on my mutton till I yummy. Got distracted. Yeah, the Twitter algorithm is very, it definitely works in a certain political way. Like, I barely use the Arcana Drive account that I have. I pretty much, like, be like, hey guys, I'm live. Hey guys, I've got some followers. Reply to me if you're real. Just didn't get any traction. Well, it's not that I wanted to get traction, I just wanted it to... I thought about Till I Lamb, but it felt weird bringing the concept into it. Dirty bandage, damn. Um, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Yeah, the Twitter algorithm does have a political, I don't want to say agenda too strong, but it does push certain things on you more. And you can view this with a fresh account. You can make a fresh account and you'll just be like, and it'll just be like, Donald Trump Hitlerism. And I'm like, whoa. And because, like, I mean, Twitter doesn't have enough data about me to know what to show me. So I do just get a lot of, what is this fucking foot holding? I tried to high five my friend with my foot the other day, and this kind of reminds me of that. So I think you can get stuff on your timeline that you don't like and don't want to interact with and stuff like that. I think that's like, let's go through an emo phase together. Rubber ducky. Two very conflicting states of the world. I think, like, and sometimes there'll be, like, an asshole in, like, the reply for something, right? Why is this bleeding so much? Yeah, asking Twitter, hey, man, I don't want to see fucking self-harm Twitter posts. So it's like, yeah, we got it. 6 more of those, right? And I'm like, no, 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 no. No 6 more of those. Twitter's like, oh, you want eating disorder tips? No, 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 no. Where did you get this from? I haven't even looked up, like, how to lose weight. What the fuck? Get the... Bitch. Not that, like, how to lose weight tips should get you on fucking, like, self-harm and eating disorder Twitter, but you can see where the algorithm, like, has made a link. I will just use the website sometimes, and it's like, hey, bitch. Should I eat a jalapeno? Can I wash my bandages? Well, I'm gonna rip all your clothes. Fucked up that this bag is so big it needs extra support. Like, what the fuck is happening? And I would say the majority of Twitter users are mentally ill. The way that it's used, at least. But yeah, I think it's just better in general to be more proactive about what content you're seeing online. Because in making a DNI, like, I totally get why you'd make one. But at the same time, I think that, like, what's the word I want? I think it can draw in unwanted attention. Like, if someone follows you, if you're, like, DNI, if you like League of Legends and League of Legends fan 101 follows you, you can just block them. They're gonna be, like, a bit mad about it, but, like, you shouldn't care what a stranger on the internet thinks about you. You know what I mean? I also don't think that, it's necessary to list every health condition you have in your About Me on Twitter. Unless, like, you're interested in particular in a space for, like, meeting people with similar or the same conditions and joining that community, especially when you're younger. Because, like, if you list, like, oh, I have an illness with psychotic symptoms, you are gonna get people in your messages being like, oh, the Hat Man. And like, yeah, it might not be specifically triggering to you because that's not how, you know, it works, but I still think, like, you want to minimize your chances of encounters with assholes. And so advertising yourself as an explicitly vulnerable person, whilst in no way makes anything that happens your fault, does open the door a little more than is perhaps encouraged. Also, like, one thing that really, like, tickles me about a lot of this stuff is you'll see, like, DNI if you like SpongeBob, and you're like, what the fuck did SpongeBob do? And you send them, like, a message, or you send them, like, a message, or, like, a marshmallow, or an ask on Tumblr. And you're like, hey, you know, I don't know what SpongeBob did. Can you explain, like, the thing about SpongeBob? And you don't get like, yeah, no worries. In SpongeBob, he calls Patrick the F slur, which is homophobic, and we shouldn't support a show like that. You never get an answer like that. You always get, oh my fucking god, do your own research. And it's like, if I look up SpongeBob problematic, I'm not gonna get anything. There's also a lot of, like, when it comes to media, a lot of, like, self-righteousness and, like, sort of odd morality in a way. I was coming to this earlier, but, like, I do agree that there, like, are things in, like, the internet likes to take a very full-on black or white stance with most things. Either you think, you know, fiction does affect reality and everyone who's ever watched an anime is a pedophile, or you don't, and you think all those other people are SJW snowflakes who are easily offended and, like, need to, like, grow a thicker skin. And it's like, no, I think it's in the middle. I think it depends, man. I think there are things that can exist purely in fiction. Like, just because you wrote a character that, like, kills people doesn't mean you want to kill people. And just because you like that character doesn't mean you want to kill that people. For all intents and purposes, I like Homelander as a character. He disgusts me as a person, obviously. Right? Etc, etc. So, let's put all this stuff on the floor. This isn't to say that I'm, like, oh, in defense of Homelander, because no, in defense of Homelander. Bad, bad, bad. I don't need to carry 4 fucking bottles of water. Or 19 rip sheets. You know, I'm not like, oh, Homelander's a great guy and we should all be nice to him, because no. I would hit him with a car. But, like, you know, sometimes horrible things exist in media because horrible things exist in real life. And I totally agree, like, if someone makes, like a TV show that's, like, you know, like, you do get a lot of, colorful anime where the plot is, this guy and his hot sister do things siblings definitely shouldn't. And it's like, okay, I can see why you would be unokay with, like, the creator of that show and, the fans of that show. I can see that, yeah. On the other hand, like, another show that has, like, you know, like, Game of Thrones has a lot of that in. I've never seen Game of Thrones, by the way. So if I'm talking out of my ass. Oops. But, like, Game of Thrones has a lot of that in, and I don't think people who like that show are inherently, like, scary individuals. Because, like, it's normally bad in that show, I think. It's portrayed as bad. And that's the thing where it's, like, you can't, like... Oh my god, hey guys. You can't just, like, black or white, like, it's either good or bad. It's, like, context dependent. okay. And I think it depends. There's a lot of, I had this argument a lot. I had a friend, and all this friend would ever watch was, like, comfort shows. So, like, stuff where, like, it's all nice all the time, and he wouldn't engage with anything, like, deeper than, like, Bocce the Rock, right? And that, I'm getting ahead of myself here, used to piss me off. Because I think that things, like, I think dark topics should be explored through media, because that's the best place to explore them. Especially, like, from people that have had bad things happen to them, right? Like, the existence of, like, a bad character that does bad things and co doesn't mean that the person making the thing supports it. You can normally tell, generally, based on how it's done. Like, dark, fucked up things happen show is a lot different to my sexy summer with my sister. You're like, alright, man, okay. Okay, these two are slightly different. Slightly different takes on the same topic, right? And the existence of one doesn't necessarily, like, make it right or wrong for the other to exist. I'm trying to get around to stale strawberries. No. Let's eat a fresh onion. I love onions in real life. I would do this. But there's a lot of... I feel like a lot of online discourse is woefully unnuanced in a way where it, would benefit from being more nuanced, from the perspective of the topic at hand, and also, the people who are against it. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of people who, you know, the word problematic, I feel, is relatively watered down nowadays. And I absolutely, because again, people, like, someone will turn around and say, oh, I think the term problematic is watered down nowadays. And then they'll turn around and you'll be like, what's your favorite anime? And they'll be like, Pedo Incest Adventure 4, doing things that aren't legal in any country. And I'm like, why is that your favorite anime? And they're like, oh, well, it's anti-woke. And I'm like, no, you're weird. I agree that the word problematic is losing, like, touch with its meaning, but, like, you are not on the right side of this conversation, man. It's just... yeah. There's a place between, like, being that guy and being, like, you know, the media censorer. And I think a lot of online discourse would benefit from people recognizing they're just having a boo-hurrah reaction to something and going, yeah, I just find this distasteful. And I don't like this because, like, I don't like, certain stuff in media. Because, like, I'm not a big gore fan. I do think a lot of the time it's just, like, woefully boring. Like, ooh, let's have someone's guts on the screen. It's like, no, let's, like, have real horror. Let's, like, build up to something. Come on, you and me together, let's go. But, like... yeah. I think it depends on the person. I think it depends on a multitude of factors, because, like, if someone, like... I'm trying to think of an example of has it in... well, like, okay, Higurashi has themes of, like, child abuse in, right? Satoko is an abused child, right? If you watch Higurashi and you're like, yeah, that sucks, I feel bad for Satoko. Whoa, hey guys. Whoa, hey guys! I think that's a normal response to have. I'm gonna leave because I'm gonna get my ass beat. I think it's a normal response to have. To be like, I feel bad for Satoko. Her story should be told. Satoko's story and stories like it should be told. I agree with that. I'm not saying, like, oh, every anime should have a horrible child abuse scene in it. Because no. Oh, look, there's two. That's not what I'm saying. However, I want tea. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying like every anime would benefit from having like the child lead be in an abusive situation, because no, that's not what everything's trying to do. I think the scenes of Satsuko are worthwhile to have and explore because like for people who have been in those situations, it's, you know, refreshing at times to see their experiences relayed in a way that means they don't have to do it themselves. Because like the worst thing in the world to do is to have to sit there and like explain, so when I was 7 and then when I was 8 and then I was 9, and have to like run everyone through like beat by beat. Here's what it was, here here is how it affected me, there we go, psychologically, here's how it felt, blah 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 blah. Because like the thing about lived experiences is that like not everyone experiences everything the same way, and not everyone experiences everything, period. So like my childhood and your childhood, they're very different childhoods because we're different people and we grew up in different situations in different countries with different parents and stuff like that. So like, you know, if you want to relay your childhood experience to me, it's uncomfortable if we sit there and you're like, oh, when I was 6, this horrible thing happened to me, blah 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 blah. It's like, it's not weird. I'm not like against it, like in terms of like a normal or unnormal conversation, but it can be hard for that person to do. So having media that relays the same or similar experiences in an emotional way without having to dive into it yourself, I think is useful for communicating like the things that we've been through, and I think that it's valuable to have that, right? And so I can defend scenes like that existing. Now, if they're in if everything someone made had like the same scene in it, it'd be like a bit weird, right? It's like, okay, we don't gotta have child abuse scenes like this in everything we make, do we? But like, you know, it still has value in existing in one place or another, right? I'm gonna get her to tire herself out because she's wet, and I don't like that. Do push-ups. Do push-ups. Can she push up? Ah. Let's do them for a few minutes. Yeah, I think that stuff like that has a reason and a case to exist in media and things like that. Like, I don't think that Higurashi suddenly becomes like a bad, worthwhile, meaningless like anime for people who like child abuse. I think it depends on how someone views that. Like when I, you know, engage with Higurashi, I'm like, oh, that's horrible, that's really bad. Most people are like, oh, that's horrible, that's really bad. There's gonna be one guy who's like rubbing his hands together like a fly, like, yeah, baby. But that's indicative of that guy's weirdness and not like the intended effect of the scene in the visual novel and or anime, right? And so like, yeah, I would say like if someone regularly made stuff like that, and there's ways to do stuff, because like there's always arguments about like, oh, should scenes of assault be on television? And the answer to me is yeah, because they portray a very real harrowing thing. Like, it's perfectly okay to have not been through something like horribly traumatic and to not know like how it could feel or affect you and not know about it, because that's like normal to like not know that. Like, not knowing that kind of thing is the norm. And so I think that, you know, media allows you to explore someone else's experiences in that way, because normally they're told by the people, normally in air quotes, they're told by the people this stuff has happened to, right? And so I don't think it's evil of like a movie to have a scene with a character's assault in, but it depends how it's done, right? That's the debate I think that we should have, rather than like, because like I said, the internet has a horrible tendency to like is all things. And so like, instead of being like, how should we portray these, what are we talking about? Dirty rag. I've got, wait, where's my bag? There we are. Rather than like have a conversation, like the conversation is always should or shouldn't thing exist, and it's like, no, that's like not the primary conversation we should be having, because like should or shouldn't thing happen is like a way too broad a subject. It's very throw the baby away with the bathwater kind of thing. Instead, I think we should talk about how can things be presented in a way that's respectful, right? So like, instead of like, oh, should, you know, if a movie has a scene of assault in it, is that fetishization of that? Well, you can't make that judgment about every single movie that features this kind of thing ever. It's sort of a case-by-case basis, right? And I think only then can this bitch get tired? I think only then can you make, like, a decision about the thing, right? And instead of making a sweeping statement of, oh, no, this thing should be allowed or this thing shouldn't be allowed, I think it's a lot easier instead to look at things by case basis. This works because of this, and this doesn't work because of that. Like, having a scene in a movie of this kind of thing doesn't inherently mean that everyone's looking to fetishize it or, you know, sexualize or romanticize it or something like that. It just exists, and there are better and less better ways to do that. And I think that honing the conversation in onto should or shouldn't this happen is futile, because it will. There's always going to be these kinds of scenes in media. And I think it becomes easier to just figure out which one's which and condemn that than, like, condemning as a whole. I think it's very difficult to... I think I'm going to have very sore arms tomorrow, aren't I? No, my band did 30. 3 in the morning? I hate this bitch. Oh, put your, just want to know when the helicopter event's gonna happen. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of, moral righteousness on the internet. And oftentimes it's not even, like, overly poorly placed. Like, you're right. I do think that, like... I'm trying to think of what's a good discourse? I don't know too much about internet discourse nowadays. But, like... I feel like there is just a need to, like, morally, justify or unjustify things that happen. And opinions. Like, instead of being like, oh my god, I gotta go back in and gotta eat some fucking food. Instead of having to do that, you should have eaten some food before. Damn, bitch. Eat your damn food. Actually, let me have some tea. I haven't had any tea yet. I remember, like, oh my god, a few years ago. And here's the problem. I don't generally spend my time... Well, that's untrue. I actually do hang out with people younger than me, but it's not a choice. When I'm looking for people to follow on social media, I always avoid people younger than me. If you follow me and you're younger than me, I'll, like, suss you out. And, like, I'm not gonna be rude and be like, don't follow me, blocked. But I will very, very rarely follow people younger than me first on social media. Not necessarily because I think all young people are dumb or something, right? Because I don't. The kids be smart, actually. Invariably. Yummy tea. But the problem is, if you know someone, like, a few years younger than you, they know someone younger than them, and that person knows someone younger than them. And you end up, like, in, like, a few differences, you're like, oh my god. You're, like, a decade younger than me. What are you doing here? And it's like... You get to a certain age where a decade isn't a big thing, but, like... Whew. Yeah, for me, I always get along with people older than me, because I always grew up with people older than me anyway. Like, and this is arguably a horrible thing, but a lot of my friends have been a decade older than me, like, for my entire life. So it doesn't make... I feel like I'm the annoying 15-year-old in that example, right? With like, this bitch. I think I think it does depend. I don't think that you can make, like, a sweeping generalization about, like, oh, everyone younger than me is annoying and everyone younger than them is even more annoying. I think it depends. Generally, I have found people younger than me can annoy me a little bit, but that's less to do with them and more to do with my response to, like, some of the things. Like, I'm just very out of touch with a lot of stuff. I'm never going to be particularly amused by brain rot. A lot of it is inconsequential annoyances, right? I was getting to something with this. But all this comes back. 2020, I knew someone who's a bit younger than me, and all his friends were younger than him, and all their friends, get this, were younger than them. So this very much quickly ended up being people who, especially in this, you know, 2020 was 5 years ago, man, half a decade ago. Everyone was pretty young. And it was a very, very bizarre social situation that I just cannot comprehend to this day, right? They would all fall out and fight with each other all the time and piss each other off. Very normal for people, you know, in their adolescence to do that. Like, in your adolescence, someone is your best friend and then they are public enemy number one within, like, a day. I really felt like I was babysitting. I really did. But the thing is that this group of kids, I don't know where it started. And I don't know how much of it was, like, genuine ailment and, like, how much of it was, like, we've ended up inducing a group psychosis through behavior. But they were all very paranoid of each other and they would all like to blackmail each other. And so, like, you know when you're with mates, you make, like, off-color... Like, there are jokes I make to my brother that I wouldn't, like, make on stream. We joke about stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't say that one. They're, like... Can I think of one? I'm trying to think. What is one? Oh my god. Well, like, me and my brother will, like, joke about each other's trauma to each other and, like, say, like, out-of-pocket shit about each other's parents that, like, would just be, like... It's just inappropriate to do in public, I think, for one thing. But because we're on a call together, you know? So, like, everyone says something that they wouldn't necessarily like the world to know that they've said, right? And I'm not saying that, like, everyone goes, you know... I'm not saying I log off stream and I load up fucking Stormfront. Is it net or org? I don't know. And go, hey, guys, what's the best way to be a Nazi in 2025? You know, I'm not saying I do that in my free time or something. No, I'm pretty similar on stream as I am off it. But, like, I'm sure there's, like, you know, stuff from when you're younger, right? Like, I used to be way more, difficult emotionally as a person. Like, I'm sure, like, an ex-boyfriend of mine has a fucking mental breakdown I had in his DMs, like, locked and loaded for when I hit, like, I'm gonna hit 10K one day and he's gonna be like, this bitch! Right? Everyone has something that they said to someone else that they don't want getting out, whether it's, like, a joke or, like, something personal. Some people, it's intrusive thoughts. I've got a friend who, you know, suffers with intrusive thoughts, and they're, like, they wouldn't like that stuff to be public. Everyone got something. Damn, you bitches gotta leave me alone. That they just, like, don't, you know... There's a reason people do and say stuff in private that they don't in public, for whatever reason that is. It's not gonna be over. I like that she ran away. I didn't tell her to run. Thank you for that. Can everyone chill the fuck out? Why is there so many people here? But yeah, everyone's got something that they wouldn't have public if they had the choice, right? For some people, that's worse than others, I'm sure. For me, I can justify everything I've said. I'm afraid I don't log off and get super unwoke. Everything I'm saying to you now is stuff that I'd probably say. I mean, like, the only... Oh, I thought there's a my glass. She got a duffel bag and shit. Really, it is just, like, me and my brother being horrible people to each other. That's, like, I don't think... Because it would be hard to defend. Not, like, hard to defend, but, like, it would be like, how could you say that? And I'm like, well, because it's my brother. Like, we're just... I don't know, man. We find it funny. We're messed up, okay? Leave me alone. Right? But, this group of kids would all, like... If someone would make a joke... Oh, no, I'll tell you one. My friends and I... So... Chat, I have a confession. I'm white. I know. So, but my other two friends in this group chat are both, Asian. Different places, otherwise I'd say. You know, I'm not. Whatever. Both Asian. I'm the minority white girl in the group. I know. No. But I don't know how this bit started. But we're playing Minecraft with mods, right? I forgot I can't disassemble shit. We're playing Minecraft with mods, and there was a rat, a very big rat, right? Maybe breaking glass. Yeah. And my friend yells, "There's a big white rat." And then she says this several times because I got made fun of for being white early in school. And so she's like, "There's a big white rat. There's a big nasty white rat." So I turn around and I say, "Why does the fact that it's white matter? We're people too, right?" And then my other friend, fuck yes, a tie. My other friend turns around. Now, I didn't say this, because I'd admit it. I didn't say this. My friend did. I post the clip to prove it. My friend turns around and she says, "White lives matter," right? Now, that joke, in the context of the white girl being the minority, haha, funny, we took the piss, end of. I wouldn't necessarily, like, make the same joke on air. Well, I didn't even make it, actually, so get her. But I wouldn't, like, have the same joke, like, on air, because I'm like, no, in the context of, like, there's just jokes you make with friends, jokes you make in public, and this one was, he wearing, like, a two-piece, what is this? What is the fit, sir? I like the color. What is he wearing? V-neck and pants? Why are... Is he dead? Oh, he's dead. I'm trying to kill a dead man. That's crazy. And, like, yeah, that clip's, like, a clip that I have on my computer because it's funny. It's me and my friends sticking around, whatever. It's not one, like, if she was streaming, I would say, "Hey, girl, I wouldn't recommend making that joke, even if you're not white." It's just a hard one to explain to the general public, right? Like, you know. But, like, yeah. Anyway, I've cleared up the context, and sometimes you say stuff that you wouldn't say on air, right? Cool. So anyway, these kids, this is 5 years ago, these kids are really obsessed with, like, blackmailing each other. And, like, every time one of them says, like, I don't know what they'd even say to each other because I wasn't that involved with them. I was just too close for my own comfort. They would, like, save it. And, like, every time they fell out, instead of, like, just being like, "Nah, I don't fuck with that bitch no more," there would always be, like, a fucking 200-page Google Doc with images and shit of, like, so-and-so's manipulation, so-and-so's lies. And it's like, guys, just kick him out the group chat. What are we doing? Like, COVID is out there. We're all gonna die. The eye pressure behind my eye is gonna kill me. Like, you can just say, like, you can just say, like, "I don't fuck with you no more. I don't like you. You're annoying. You're ugly." I don't know. Whatever reason you have to not be friends with someone, you can just say that, right? There doesn't need to be a Google Doc every time. Like, if there is one necessary, then that's fine. But it's like, you don't have to be morally superior if you're having an opinion. That might, yeah, but I'd have to figure out where I've got a flannel. And I'd have to take my glasses off. I'll live, probably. There's now a hair in there, though. So that's, I'm gonna have to do that. Like a big one. It's like, do you guys ever get like a big long hair, like, and it rolls in your eye? I've just had that. I think I've cleared it. But yeah, I mean, no. I don't think, I haven't seen a Google Doc in a while. You just have to, like, pick your company. But it's like, these kids just couldn't fathom the idea that, like, and I see this with other people too. I've got a friend who, like, is, you know, a lot of times I notice that in certain groups online, people are friends with each other, not because they like each other, but because they're like worried about like, oh well, what if they make a call out doc? And it's like, well, first of all, oh my fucking god, Dark, your days are numbered. Oh my fucking god, not now. I gotta go. Oh my god. That's not true. Accountability can sometimes take hundreds of years. Anyway, my point is that, like, I noticed that on the internet, I think it's because people don't want to be painted as an asshole. Like, if you're my friend, since of like an hour ago, since of like 2 hours ago, realistically. If you're like my friend and I block you, I don't, like, I'm meant to not want the call out doc to look bad. So I'm meant to be like, avoiding that. What? Oh. And I think the internet, I think because like personal beef that would go nowhere is now globalized, which is like really interesting and crazy, but it's also crazy. Like actually crazy. Fucking. Like, when you're in secondary school and your friend pisses you off, you're like, fuck you, I hate you, and you don't talk. And like, if you're unlucky, maybe like a few people will hear about this, right? Oh my nose. Like, if you don't want to be friends with Dark anymore, maybe Dark will like get mad at me for that and go up to Detox and be like, Detox, can I be real? Arcana's such a bitch. She just like stopped talking to me and she told me to fuck off. And I'd be worried that Detox was no, but then I could go up to Detox and I'd be like, no, Detox, no, bestie. Whereas nowadays, like, all beef is like for the world to see. And it's like crazy. Because sometimes, like, everyone's an asshole. Like, the only time you should be able to have beef online should be anonymous. Like, you should only be able to post on, like, Reddit, am I the asshole? You should not be allowed to post a Google Doc about someone. Unless you have to. Because and what bothers me is, like, there's this, like, throat noise. So there's this throat noise. The thing is, Google Docs are useful for when someone has been, like, actually, like, predatory and is bad and stuff like that, right? Like, they are useful. They're not inherently bad things. It is overused as they can be. They are useful. You do need to know, hey, this guy's done this. Here's the evidence. Because, like, imagine tweeting, like, oh, so-and-so is an offending pedophile. And that's all the context you can give. Like, no, I think they're twit longers in this. They are useful. Overused sometimes. But so much... There was this beef ages ago. I can't remember who it was. And, like, some of it was, like... Yeah, you know what I've noticed? Here's one from Facebook. A lot of this stuff doesn't matter until there's personal beef. So, like, my favorite... There would be... my main social media until, like... really a few years ago, sort of 5 years ago, even increasingly less so, and definitely until a couple years ago, Facebook.com. I know, oh my god, I know. But it was like the weird kid side. So like, I'm only 45, really, I promise. But like, no, I'm not. But, yeah, Facebook. You would see a call out on Facebook that would be like 24 paragraphs long. And, like, there would be like, it'd be like, this person is a danger to society and an art thief and awful. And you'd read through it and like 75% of it would be like, this person copied my OC And then there'd be like one little paragraph at the end who's like, oh, and by the way, they groomed a minor. And it's like, that should be the bulk of it. And you could tell that this person didn't give a crap about the other part until they'd been personally wronged. And I just don't fuck with that. I should probably take a painkiller, actually. I think it's, like, perfectly reasonable to be pissed that someone copied your OC, I say as I roll my eyes. You know, I think it's fine. I think it's fine to, like, have that be a part of why you don't like them, on top of them grooming a minor, blah, blah. I think that, like, if you're gonna make, like, a morally justified call-out post, you should probably focus on, like, the worst offending article of it. It's like the, yeah, I always hate that bitch. Oh. Painkillers. I wanna take a pill. Free. Like, it'll be like... I miss their birthday. Me as fuck. But, you'll see, like, what's the word I want? I'll get there eventually. Where do I want to go? I think my problem is... I want to find a car. I need to go up around the back of the police station. I need a hammer, actually. I wonder if there's one in the shop. The phrase like, oh, I always knew that bitch was sus. You're crazy. Someone will be like, oh, did you know that, like, x.com user example at here is a groomer and a pedophile and a shitty person? And if you're in the replies like, oh, I always knew something was up with them, and you were their friend, you're a bad person. What do you mean? I had suspicions this person was an offending pedophile, but just, like, didn't do anything about it, I guess. Like, what are you talking about? Why would you do that? It's fine to have not said anything if you don't have any proof, and it's just, like, vibes-based or something, and you don't want to cause shit. Like, it's fine. Yeah. Whatever. But to be like, oh, I always had my doubts, I always had my suspicions. What the fuck? And you didn't tell nobody? And you were chummy with them? I'm glad to say that in the history of my life, I've never been chummy with a person or with people who I've thought were bad people. I've been chummy with people, and then I've been like, no, I think you're a bad person. And then I've stopped being chummy with them. That's normal. But to, like, actively think, oh, I think this person's a sex offender? Me and the bestie, what are you doing? And then to publicly admit that? How are you self-righteous about this? No, literally. If you have suspicion or reason to believe that someone is a horrible person, why are you chummy with them? Don't be chummy with people that you think are sex offenders. With its little... Look, if you have no tangible evidence and you don't want to call them out because you're like, oh, well, I don't want to be the guy that, like, makes a false accusation, that's okay. No more me and the bestie posting. 3? You don't gotta be chummy with people. Why are you panicked? You saw them coming in, like, slow motion. I have chest pain. Negligee is such a funny thing. I'm gonna keep the long gloves because I think they're kind of cool. Actually, I'm gonna put them on now. I didn't know she wore them over her thing. She looks kind of dumb now. I'm gonna leave it, but she looks dumb. Like, I don't know. I just, like, dislike the whole, like, oh, I always knew that bitch was bad, like, mentality that people have sometimes. It's like, you can just dislike someone. Like, I used to do it too when I was younger. I always wanted a moral justification to, like, not like... Whoa, hey. Damn, he gave me the sneak surprise. That was crazy. I thought I was getting one on him. He got one on me. That's crazy as fuck. Silk boxers? You don't need those. Like when I was younger... Oh my god. Let's go up and around, I guess. When I was younger, like, someone would get, like, a call-out post, and I'd be like, yes, fuck that bitch. I always hated that bitch. And it's like, okay. You can just dislike people. It's okay. So, look, some people are just fucking annoying. And it's okay if you think they're fucking annoying. You're never gonna get along with everyone, right? And that's, like, okay to not get along with everyone and to recognize that you won't get along with everyone. And not everything has to be morally justified, okay? You can, like, fucking hate that bitch for no good reason. It's completely fine. Actually, you don't have to have, like, a big song and dance about it. Like, I was having a note, this is, like, tangentially related, but I've got a friend who, like, dislikes someone very strongly. And they were like, I really hope that this person has... oh, God. I'm trying not to paint them in a horrible light for saying this. They're like, I really hope this person breaks up with their girlfriend because, like, their girlfriend, you know, sucks, and I just don't want them to be happy together, right? And I'm like, yep, that's a normal thing to feel. A lot of people, like, feel something like that, I think. Like, oh, I don't want, you know, I want someone who hurt me to be unhappy. I think is a very normal thing that a lot of people feel. I just feel a lot about Adnex, who I was like, I really hope he is always unhappy. I hope this guy is never happy ever again. And I used to, like, really think about it and really hope for it. And I would be like, oh, I just want someone to tell me horrible news. Like, I hope this guy... This guy sucks, by the way. Like, this isn't just, like... I didn't just have a messy breakup. This is... I think I've mentioned this guy. This guy... Not a nice fella, let's just say. Let's just say, me and a therapist... and a lot more drugs are necessary for the healing of this. By drugs, I mean prescription. Probably should have clarified that. Are necessary to heal the wounds caused by this individual. So not like the most sunshine and rainbows individual out there. I don't just, you know, I'm generally friends with people I've dated before on the assumption that they're not psychopaths like this guy. So yeah. Anyway. There's my moral disclaimer. I don't want the downfall of random people. But it's fine. Like, everyone, like, when someone hurts you, you want them to hurt. That's fine. I think that's normal. You're not panicked. There's like, literally 5. Okay, 7, maybe. If you just chill out, this would be a lot easier. It's like choking. See? Cool. Ooh, military boots. Yes! Let's just treat yourself. I used to really hope that, like, my ex would, like, have a bad time all the time. I'd be like, oh, I really hope, like, his girlfriend cheats on him or something. I don't know. This is a while ago. But I was always hoping he'd have a horrible time. So I was like, no, you hurt me a lot, so I want you to hurt, right? And like I said, normal feeling. And then I realized, like, that's just not gonna happen. Like, he's probably happy as hell, living his best life. And I'm sat here, like, rubbing my hands together like a fucking fly, waiting for it. It's not gonna happen. It's not that I think it's morally wrong to want bad things to happen to people who hurt you. I think that's a normal human response. Like, we're surprisingly, like, vengeful little creatures. Like, we're very... Oh, bitch, leave me be. Neck? Oh, it's fucking over. Wait, my glasses. Hey, girl, I need those back. Fucking bitch. It's like very... I choked on my words. Where are my glasses? Did I lose them somewhere else? No. It's okay. There will be other glasses. And that's, yeah, exactly, like, I think it's okay to want bad things to happen to people you don't like. Not you don't like, but people who've hurt you. If it's someone you don't, if it's, like, some random Twitter user who, like, likes Animal Crossing more than you, I think you need to chill out. But if it's, like, your abusive ex-boyfriend. I think you're allowed to hope, like, I hope he stubs his toe today. I don't think that makes you Hitler, right? I do think it makes you vulnerable to upsetting yourself, though, because it's probably not gonna happen. Like, there's no, like, morality to whether or not someone will be happy. God damn it. Like, the worst person you know is probably the happiest person you know, too. And I think that's because, I'm gonna sit on the ground. I think that's because, to be completely happy, I think you have to not care about other people as much. In a way that, like, can cause harm to the world. Which isn't to say, like, here's my guide to being happy. I think that we can be happy whilst caring for each other, but, like, just think about, like, the worst person you know. They probably don't care about other people's opinions and, like, are pretty abusive and shitty to other people, right? And that probably brings them, like, happiness, not because they're, like, inherently happy about, like, being abusive, but because, like, in having disregard for the people, there's just less complications in life, right? Like, I remember when I was younger and a lot more unbalanced, it was definitely a lot less stressful to be me, right? When I, like, just didn't care about, like, if my words would hurt someone else, because I was a teenager. Teenagers kind of like that. Does he see me? Oh my god, I hate this bitch. Like, it's definitely... You feel a lot better when you don't care if like, what you said just hurt someone. Whereas, like, now I'm, like, you know, I'm thinking about what I'm saying now, and I'm like, is this coming off right? Is this coming off wrong? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm very worried about, what I'm saying and what impression it's giving of me, and if I'm giving, like, word fuck. Get the fuck over. Damn. And stuff like that. Let's go really out. You know, I think there is, like, a certain, sanctity of mind that comes with genuinely not caring about others. I think it comes at the cost of, like, interpersonal relationships, right? Because when you show, like, I was a lot lonelier when I was younger because I was also a lot more, not intentionally callous, but in being, so uncaring about harm I could cause and being so self-serving, it ended up, like, just causing issues for me in a way that, like, led other people away from me. And so, like, fuck yeah, my maintenance is going up. Yeah. I guess look at you guys. This is me playing when I said I'm not gonna try and kill zombies. Well, I'm not against not killing zombies, but... Whoa! Hey, man. Okay, I just gotta get the fuck out of here. How is he gaining on me? Yeah, too fucking right. Let's just not deal with it. Okay, that's gonna be trouble. I'm gonna take it nice and slow. Okay. I'm gonna focus on this. But yeah, I think, like, it like I said, it's very human to want bad things to happen to people who hurt you. But I think, wishing on it it's just a genuine waste of your time. Because, like, someone's goodness or badness is in no relation to how happy that they'll be. And so you can end up, like, you're just betting on a losing horse, I think, in wanting that. Oh, bitch, don't touch me. I need to move. Now, lady. I'm down with the sickness. I don't like this keyboard as much. Okay. I know what I must do. Yeah, I think generally my advice in life as a whole is that you shouldn't tab out of your game when you're playing it. That's one of my pieces of advice. The other piece of advice is that I think you should just let go of things. Media opinions, people who have hurt you, internet discourse you have a strong opinion about. It doesn't matter. If it brings you great unhappiness, you should let it go. And sort of, people are very, I think, possessive and obsessive over stuff. I used to be really bad, but there's like people online that I dislike. Like there's a popular content creator I dislike. And I've got like my own like morally justified reasons for it or whatever. You just find the bitch annoying. But I'm gonna go around, maybe they don't get any. Yeah, like I feel morally justified in disliking this person, but ultimately I think I'm making excuses for something else. Perhaps envy of this individual. Because again, they're living, last I heard, which was like a few years ago, they're living a happy, married life, and I'm not. No one want me. Kidding. People want me, and that's the biggest issue of my life. But, I think that, right. This is either gonna go well, or it's gonna go badly. Okay. How? Hmm. Hmm. I want to deal with this wound. But I don't think that's going to happen. How do I use this on myself? Is my first aid level too low? Eat and sit. Oh yeah, I do need to sit and eat. Let's sit. Y'all got games on your phone? Eat a granola bar. Eat an orange soda or drink an orange soda. Damn, this bitch is always so loud with her shit. This headache, by the way, has not subsided despite the fact I've taken 3 different types of painkillers. Naughty. I wish I had a thing. Do you take vitamins? No. It might be over. No, we've improved. I'm just gonna sit and wait, I guess. Next. Totally forgot what I was on about, but yeah, I just think people are better off just... You don't have to have a good reason to dislike something or someone. You can just do that. I would say you should probably have a good reason to spread shit about someone. Like, if you're gonna tell everyone you know, like, to block so-and-so, I feel like you should have a good reason for it. But if you want your boyfriend or your bestie to block someone, I don't think you need a huge reason, like, you're my boyfriend, block them. Like, I think it's fine. Looking at the audio levels, you can't hear the strings. Like, you're hearing the guitar, but not the... You're hearing that, but not the other thing. That's so sad. Wow, we actually are doing pretty well. Everybody say, thank you, Detox! Yeah, I guess I find it difficult to express my opinion online a lot of the time because I, Right, look at that. I worry about, coming off like I don't care, or I think this thing or that, and there it goes. I want to sew myself shut, but I don't think that's possible. Eat another granola bar. Cause like, I never want to come off as like, you know, when I say like, oh, the word problematic's overused, I never want to come off as the guy that's like, yeah, I fucking love when anime features a brother and a sister doing shit. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. And I feel like it's hard to put things forward in a way that doesn't make you sound, too on one side. Or like the two viewpoints are necessarily equal. Drink a bottle of beer. You know who I remind me of right now? I'm literally dressed like with a long glove. I know they're not gloves, they're her arm, but my character's reminding me of Yoru from Chainsaw Man Part 2. Cup of tea, drink. I think hopefully the internet will get a little better with discourse over time. I think a lot of it is kids not wanting to be on the wrong side of history. I think a lot of it is over vigilantism as well. In terms of I think a lot of people in certain age groups were affected by things like grooming. And on the internet, generally, how that starts is through, you know, people sharing inappropriate content, and damn, she's tired as fuck. You know, I would actually like you to be a little more tired. You go to bed, but... And I think a lot of it is reactionary to that sort of shared trauma that a lot of people have of like being groomed on the internet and this and that. And so like, I'm not mad at people for being hyper vigilant, but I guess implore people to perhaps open their minds up more to the spectrum of opinion rather than the inherent black or white, right or wrongism of a lot of stuff. Just because, like, here's the thing. Here's my litmus test for whether you should have a very heavy opinion on something. Tell a coworker about the discourse. If you sound nuts and you have to explain everything, like, from nothing, it might be worth, like, you know, considering, is it worth having all your emotional, like, eggs in this basket? Because, like, a lot of the time, like, I think it's fine to have a strong opinion on something, but it's like, if you spend all your time thinking about this kind of stuff, like, you know, because, like, people have huge D&I lists of, like, this media, that media, like, don't interact if you like this or that. And it's like, if you're spending all your time thinking about this stuff, I think you're endangering your quality of life. Pretty much. I was trying to explain some discourse to my mom one time when I was home for Christmas, and I was like, I had to explain so much. I'm infected. Damn. Well, we'll see what we can get done while she's here. Yeah, I think there's a lot of... I guess my problem is, like, I just want people to be happy. And I think that obsessing over things that you dislike, no matter how justified you may or may not be, can only do you personal harm. And I think that instead of focusing on that... Can I open the door? Instead of focusing on that kind of thing, you could focus on, like, other... Yeah, they do that sometimes. I don't actually know how to get into the YouTube moderation settings myself. So every, like, setting is done by a mod, but I don't think it's to do with YouTube. Might be a Streamlabs thing? We'll see. I can edit Streamlabs. I know my old chat has a couple people muted because I don't know how to do it on YouTube, but I don't think this one does. Because I asked Detox, I'm like, can you mute a word for me? And he's also like, I don't know how. But I know Sindot knows how to. You're blacklisted? That's so sad. You haven't been before. No, the stream chat's always been really funny. Not funny, haha, funny weird in terms of, like, some messages will show up. It refreshes a lot, I notice. I feel like there's gotta be something I can do to fix it, but I don't know what it is because I'm not used to this stuff, but I'll have a look and see what I can do after stream. I say that's not like a huge promise because I do have a tendency to forget things, but I'll have a look. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like... Oh yeah, I was looking back. I took, as you can see from my YouTube shorts, I've been taking clips of my old streams. I'm doing them all chronologically, so that'll take a while. And I didn't remember FR was in my first stream ever, which was really sweet. I was like, oh my god, my ultra fan. Here for the long ride. Let me try to get on blacklist. Yeah, I don't know what you gotta do. You gotta pray, I guess. To the chat box god. I'm just glad it's showing up. Was it Hollow Knight? It didn't show... Yeah, on Hollow Knight, the stream chat didn't show up at all for a little while. And we were just sat there like, well... This is awkward. I think I'll just take what I want from here. And then go home. I think I'll die and we'll end it. Battery and a radio. Ooh, yeah, my tummy hurts enough for me to want to leave. Yeah, that annoys me as well, is that OBS itself always like defaults to one of them. And I never know which one it's gonna be. Oop, I want these two too. Actually, rope I feel like might be useful. I was kind of taking all I can carry out of here and leaving. Do you got any cigarettes on your phone? No. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, there's Pangus. Damn, it's laggy as fuck today. And I'm noticing the difference. I did update OBS immediately before the stream, which I realized, like, after I hit it, I was like, oh, I should have done that. Oh my god, what the hell did you fucking type? Like I said, I'll have a look at it later, but oh my gosh, don't get banned from YouTube itself. Yeah, I wish I knew how to moderate. If I knew how to moderate my fucking chat, I would ban random common words sometimes for fun. I really would. I'd be like, guess the ban we're in. Why am I having damage? Am I thirsty? I'm hot. What the fuck? Is that going down? Wait, it is. I guess I'll wash all my clothes. I'll leave it for the next Arcana. I was like, normally when I start early, I like at 6 p.m. I still try to go to midnight, but because I'm sick, I'm not gonna do that. Like I am gonna, like I said, we're gonna wash. I'm gonna put my stuff on the floor. I'm gonna kill this bitch, and then I'm gonna go. I don't know. I love it. I can press. Listen, can you hear this if I press it like that? You can. That's the. I have a knob on my new keyboard. This thing's wireless, but it can plug in. My other one was plug in, but the connection went bad. So I noticed a lot of keyboards nowadays aren't like hardwired. They're like USB-C plug-in, which is nice in theory. But if you what's number 40? You'll have to count the houses next time. Gosh, it's October next week, huh? Sorry, I started flagging because I'm really... headache really bad. I will leave in a bit, I promise. I just wanna... I never like to finish on like a random end. I like to be at a good place to finish, and we're getting there. Yeah, a lot of keyboards, like this one on the side has, like USB-C, is it? Plug in. And on my other keyboard, All Reliable, who I like more in appearance and style. Very... It's literally like a bit of acrylic with like keys on it. It's very nice, actually. All Reliable, who we remember as a cat here on the show. She plugs in at the back. And that's the wire lost connection, but it's just... She's not gonna last if I keep... Because I don't have a desk, I jostle her around. And it doesn't work. yeah, I'm not gonna stream on Monday. I might do a stream later Tuesday. Alright. Let's take everything on my person. Favorite and then unfavorite. I like that she left the gloves on till last. She's kind of iconic for that. What a crazy, crazy lady. Alright. See? Now she's not hot. Man's not hot. Get a hurt foot. Wait, I know what to do. I want to smash a window. Man's not hot. I stole his fit. Oh, her fit. Sorry, I didn't even notice. Got a really itchy foot too. Now I'm hot. I feel like everyone in this game is like kind of a thickie. Look at that. They're very bottom heavy. Oh, let's become one with this group. Is it cute, y'all? Yeah, everyone over here. More over here. Where I don't want to go yet. I'm trying to kill her, yes. I have zombie disease. You can't really see it, but I have zombie disease. So I'm gonna die, and then next time we play... Hello? Everybody? Hello? Oops, she tripped. Yeah. I want to go to bed anyway, so we'll end the stream off with death, and then we'll begin the next one with rebirth. Wait. I'm sat at a funny angle. I don't know which keys I'm pressing. Ah! I accidentally pressed Alt-Tab instead of Alt-Q. Oh yeah, here they come. Let's check our stats. Damn, 104. That's not too bad for someone who said she wasn't gonna kill. Damn, they're getting me. They're getting me. Damn. Wow. 104 zombies in 4 days. That's literally more than a zombie per hour. That's great. Oh, there she is. I was confused. This is us. Yeah. I think we're doing okay. We're taking it slow and steady this time. What we're gonna do is once the helicopter event affects here, we're gonna bounce. So we're taking a much slower and steadier approach to things, focusing more on the small stuff. I would like to have gotten a car, but we just didn't get lucky. But it's okay. We've been taking it chill. Plans for next time, definitely get a car, drive around town a little more. Yeah, because normally I've been bringing the helicopter event to Rosewood, which combined with its slightly larger than Riverside zombie population, I don't think has been comboing well. I think we want to keep the zombies to, we want to leave the zombies behind, I think. So we will, yeah, overarching plan, helicopter in Riverside, go to Rosewood, go to March Ridge, go to Muldrog, go to Louisville, but it's gonna be a lot more complex than that. Yeah. I'm sad that she had to die. It wasn't my intention to have her die. I was trying to survive as long as possible, but hey, it happens. Set ourselves up a little next time. Yeah, we got a couple of good weapons. I'm not sure what class I'll go for next, if any, but we'll see. And I can research a little better into the buffs and debuffs and make my, like, perfect setup. Anyway, yeah, it's not the worst start. We only died once this stream at the very end, technically by my choice. Which is pretty good going for me considering we have been playing for nearly 4 hours. So yeah. I have a headache. I'm gonna go lie down, get some sleep, blow my nose, cry a little. I'm not gonna cry. And yeah. Thanks for being here, regardless of if you showed up on stream or not. You're here in my heart, I remember. And yeah. I hope the next time you see me, I won't have the flu. But that's unlikely, because I'm probably gonna stream on Tuesday. Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you. Bye!